How are you doing today, sir?
Doing fantastic. Just got done with a stream of my own. Did some Omega Ruby Extreme randomizer. Got my 6th badge and ran to quite some pretty OP encounters. Ran to a Xerneas and a Reshiram and caught them both. So,
There is one encounter you did not run into that I'd hoped you would.
oh yeah, which one is that?
Pokebang.
I don't know what my community is with me trying to get something with Pokebane. It's never gonna happen.
He's like, look, man, this isn't my stream. Quit bullying me already.
Yeah, literally. Why you bully me? Why you bully me?
That was a lot of fun.
It was so much fun. I know it's all in good jokes. So until the moment she actually replies, "But yo, could you stop pinging me?" I was like, okay, just
Listen, I'm just saying that's not gonna be the response. She's gonna see you in the Bidoof onesie and be like, "That's the one. I gotta have him."
one. Oh my god, I have to have him on an interview and ask about the onesie. Honestly, I was debating if I want to wear it today, but I'm actually it's in the wash, or else I would have. Because I wore it so much last week. Because like 3 times in a row, everyone spun my spin the wheel and it went on Bidoof onesie 3 times last week. So I was in it the entire week, and in Texas weather, even with this little fan I got over here and the one over here in the corner, I still sweat terribly in here.
I was about to say that Texas heat is something different. I lived there for about 3.5 years. That heat it's a dry heat though, so it's not as bad as like my kind of heat. My heat is humid heat.
I feel it's at its peak of terribleness when I know that's not a word. Don't at me. When it's during the rainy part of the summer where it's really humid and it's also hot as well. So like you go outside for like 15 minutes, instant sunburn. Because I'm a gamer. I stay inside. I am as pale as they come. Okay, I could match with my walls, dude. I'm matching with the wall
I'm about
right here,
as
dude.
pale as they come as well, but it's because I'm a ginger. It's the gingerness of me.
Yeah.
My wife makes me go outside and do everything.
Oh my, I feel that.
Real Mist and Bumble, welcome to the Great Heathen Army. Thank you. Bumble, I don't know exactly what part of Scandinavia my heritage is from. I just know that Scandinavian is the region of Viking that got me hit with. Fuse is part ginger. Is this true, Fuse? Are you part ginger?
No, they say that because I have freckles. That's the only reason. Because I have freckles on my arms and stuff.
So you out here stealing souls. That's what that is.
I mean, kinda. I mean, I do own the god Pokemon Bidoof, and Primate Solo's the verse. So
this is very true.
Just saying.
This is very, very true.
I mean, I got them on my logo for a reason. I mean, they're out here chilling, doing their bestest.
Hashtag power couple right there.
Right there. Vex, let's say Fuse favorite thing. Stop it, chat. Stop bullying me in someone else's chat. Don't do it.
Feel free to bully. Okay, so chat, I'm gonna let y'all know, the Fuse Nation. We will be taking questions from y'all, the viewers, at the end of this, just as a heads up.
Correct.
If y'all put questions in the chat during the stream, they will kind of get lost. If I see them, I will try to remember what the question was to bring it up at the end. Or if it's something that both of us look at and we're like, okay, that's actual, like, it's on topic with everything we're going that can go with us, we might branch off into that. Just as a heads up, I am still learning with these interviews. I think this is only like number 10, I believe. So I am still learning, so,
both of you hydrate. Fine, I'll hydrate. Why not? I'll do it.
I got you. That is a cool water bottle. I like it.
It is amazing, and I love it so much. It was $7 on Amazon.
Not bad. All right. Before we keep going, what was the snack of the day? Because I did not ask while we was in stream.
It is a Hershey's chocolate bar. I've been taking pieces of because sugar is always nice to keep you going. So.
Not bad. All right. So the way I like to start these, I like to ask because I treat everybody that comes to my channel as family, and whatnot. That's my thing. I want everybody to feel like they're good. So I like to start these off with what I call a mental health check. I like to ask you, mentally, how are you doing?
Mentally, I'm doing much better than I have in the last couple of months, if I'm being honest. So prior to any of this, I am very open with my mental health to my Discord and to all the people that ask. I actually recently reached out for the last 2 months. I actually reached out and got help with a psychiatrist and actually got on medication. So I've been very more balanced out than I have been the last couple of months. So, I think that my mental state has improved a lot. I haven't canceled any streams for having any bad feels days or anything recently. So I think it's all looking up very well. The only thing I really want to work on, honestly, besides my mentality, is physically. Because I kind of slacked off for that this year. That was my New Year's resolution was to get a little bit more physically fit, which I kind of slacked off because I've just been focusing on work. But I
Hmm.
think it's all uphill. It's all uphill.
If I could give a suggestion about physical stuff and whatnot, because that's
Yes.
one of the things I try to make sure I mentally try to reset myself every day with that. Do
Mm,
one thing a day. Like set
one,
it in your head, like put it in your calendar, something like Mondays are push up days. I'm gonna do a minimum of 10 push ups.
okay.
Tuesday, I'm gonna do 10 squats. And just get that set in your head for that. Because that's personally what I do. I
Okay.
have set days where I'm like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to hit the bare minimum. At least I'm going to do at least this. That could potentially help you in that regards. And a lot
That's
of people
fair.
are like, oh, 10 push-ups. No, it's a start. It helps build up to where you want to keep pushing.
Yeah, I'm just saying 10 push-ups is a challenge, okay? I'm just
That's
saying.
that is one of my channel redeems, and some of my people love making me do them.
Oh my god.
I got physical activities as channel points just because I know
I
people.
feel like if I added that to my stream, I'd be so exhausted
You'd
because
be like, no
I know they
Pokemon
would
today.
spam them. No, no
We're having a
Pokemon today.
workout stream.
We're just having a workout stream, fellas. We're just gonna do 10 push-ups, then you're gonna watch me collapse for 8 hours. I've said this before, and I've
Oh,
proven it to
oops,
my
wrong button.
chat that if I'm ever run down by someone that's trying to get you,
Yeah.
I have 30 seconds to escape them, or else I'm gonna pass out and not be able to move for 12 hours, or else I'm screwed.
For that 30 seconds, I'm the
30
fastest
seconds.
man
For
alive.
30 seconds, I'm invincible. And then afterwards, I'm just dead in the water, dude.
Yeah, all right, you got me. You
You
win.
got me. You win. You won tag. Ah.
All right. So speaking on the mental health aspect, that you're doing really good. That's a good thing. I love hearing that people are doing better. And you said you sought out help for you, so that's even
Mhm.
a bigger GG's to you because a lot of people don't do that. Now, I
Yeah, I was really worried about cost because
mm,
I make enough to barely substantiate myself with living on my own. So taking on other stuff that dents my wallet when I can barely afford as is, because with inflation happening and the gas prices raising for those couple months, that was brutal.
oh, bro,
Um,
I know
yeah, it was
exactly what you
terrible.
mean.
But
Uh,
luckily it's not wasn't as bad as I thought, because they let me pay at my own pace, so I don't have to pay it all at once. And then the medication, luckily with my health insurance, the medication I get if I do like a 3 month supply is actually free, so I'm
there
all down for that.
you
So I
go.
take that in stride. So I was very happy to hear that.
All right. So when it comes to your mentality and stuff, when you
Hmm.
have days where you know you're slipping back into a darker spot or a bad zone, or you just you know it's going to be a bad day, what is something you do that will pick you up and bring you out of that bad day?
I I like anime music videos, like ones that are edited, and I have a playlist of some of my favorite ones ever since I was 16 years old on YouTube. And if I'm ever in a bad day, I listen to that instead of my traditional playlist where I'm at work, because it gives me hyped up, because anime was been my bread and butter for comfort ever since I was 13.
I love that.
So it's always made me feel a lot better as the years went on, and I've major supporter. Like, I got anime stuff all around my room, and a lot of my logo designs is from animes that I personally love. And then I always be sure to treat myself. If you ever have a bad day, I go get something to eat that I usually don't eat during the week, like Chick-fil-A, or I go get a pizza because pizza is my favorite food.
What do you
Um,
get from Chick-fil-A when you go?
I get a number 12, not number 12, sorry, number 3, which is the chicken nuggets. I get a 12 count with large fries and a large Coke Zero. Always cheers me up. And an ice cream cone, because I always deserve a sweet treat. and then I go home, eat that, watch some anime, and then usually that gets me out of my groove once it's severely bad. If it's really bad, I usually just take the day just to chill out, don't think about stuff. Sometimes I will cancel stream for my own mental health, which, I feel bad for my community when I do
Mhm.
so, but sometimes if no one else is gonna take time to make you feel better and make sure you take time for yourself, you have to do it for yourself. That's
Mhm.
what I believe. Um, which sounds a little bit off sometimes, but I mean, sometimes you just gotta do you, and that's
I
just how it rolls.
I 100% agree. Now, can I give you a suggestion next time you go to Chick-fil-A?
Sure.
All right. Get the chicken nuggets like you already do with the large
Okay.
fry. Get that.
Mm,
Get a thing of macaroni and cheese as well, and get the salad bowl. Mix it all together. It will change your
yeah.
mind. It will blow your mind. Get the buffalo sauce and ranch and the Chick-fil-A sauce. Put all that on there. Boom.
This is the second time I've been suggested that. My friend Yamiko also suggests that
I,
for me as well.
I saw it on TikTok and I was just like,
Yeah.
all right, listen, I'm gonna try. It's $12. At least where I'm from. I don't know what taxes and whatnot are for you. I think it's like $12.96.
My normal meal's running about, I think it's like $11
All
or
right,
so.
see,
Because
so it might be
since
like 13, 14 for you because pretty much
something like that, yeah.
all you're gonna add is the side of macaroni. It's phenomenal. It'll change your mind. I promise. It'll blow your entire. It'll blow the whole muffin cap back blue.
Hey man, I can make Kraft mac and cheese at dinner, and I love it. So we're out there.
All right.
I got one of those bowls on TikTok where you put the macaroni in and put a thing of water, you put
Yeah.
it in the microwave, and it does it for you in 5 minutes as opposed to doing it on the oven for 25.
Yeah.
Just does it immediately and tastes the same. So I was like, yes, it's the dinner.
Let's go.
Let's go. No, we're waiting. I hate waiting for the water to boil, dude. I hate it.
I set it to the side as I'm doing other stuff, so I'm like, oh, I forget about that.
I tried that. I forgot about it because I get distracted with ADHD stuff.
Oh, that's the rough. Like, all right, we're just gotta throw the whole pot away thing now.
One time I burned cereal. I'm not kidding. I got up early one morning and I went to the kitchen. I was like, you know what? I want some eggs and toast. And I was like, also, I kind of want a bowl of cereal. And I was zoned out. I was dead tired. I don't remember what I was trying to do that day, but I remember I got the bowl, put the cereal in it. Then, I got my eggs out. I put my little pan on the oven.
Yeah.
And then I realized that while I was in my daze, I had taken the pan off, but I put my bowl on where I put my pan. So when I turned around there 5 minutes later, it's just a molting mess and the bowl is destroyed. I was like, oh no. And so it was just a blackish mess, and the eggs just over there is chilling on the side. I was like, well, that was ruined. I ruined my favorite bowl, and I literally burned cereal. So
Oh wow.
yep.
I don't have anything for that. I'm speechless right now. I usually have some witty comeback, but that I just don't have nothing for that. I'm over here wanting to cook eggs, and then you turn around like, do I smell burnt plastic? What is this? And then you look, and it's like, oh no, my cereal. It's like,
I ruined some Fruity Pebbles, dude. I was sad.
all right, so
granted, I was 17, but still, it was dumb.
I don't think that made that any better.
Shh. Don't worry about it.
If you'd been like, listen, I was like 7, okay, I'm like, okay, 17. That's a...
I mean, I got embarrassing stories, and I'm not afraid to use them.
Hey, nothing wrong with them. I find it's very, very hard to embarrass me. I'll have people bring up stuff I did in the past. I'm like, yeah, I did that. Who cares?
Oh my god.
You use it. It's use it as your shield. If you use what you already have against you, nobody else can hurt you with it. I heard that. I don't remember what movie I heard that from. I'll say I don't know who told me that, but I remember that. There's if you wear it like a shield, nobody can hurt you. And it was Game of Thrones.
Exactly.
Game of Thrones. When Tyrion was talking to Jon about being a bastard. That's what that came from.
Yes, those are characters from Game of Thrones.
Have you not watched Game of Thrones?
Oh.
Bro. All right, guys, that was this interview. Y'all have a great
All
one.
right, have a good one, everyone. Hope you had a fantastic day.
No, all right, so let's jump in. Mr. Jovi, he's a big member of the community. He asked, where would you suggest somebody reaching out who is struggling, or for them to reach out to someone when they're struggling mentally? I feel like that's a good question to jump into that topic that we were speaking on.
Where would I suggest?
Yeah.
Like, and maybe I'm confused by the context. Like where would I suggest him going to get help?
Yeah, like if you was to for them to reach out.
Oh, okay. I use a place called. Let me actually have it right here. It's a place that I actually went to. Let me go here.
Also, Vex, I wrote down your anime suggestion of Bofer. I wrote that down. I'm gonna look that up as soon as we get done streaming this evening.
Where is? It's called Mind Path Health. That's where I went to get help. Personally, they have places all across the United States. You just call them. They get you with a therapist, psychiatrist in your state, and they set you up with an appointment. They can always take it on your time. They do virtual appointments. So you do it through camera or on your phone or on your PC, and they are very knowledgeable, and they always be sure that you have a good first experience. They're always very what's the word? Um, they basically held my entire hand through the entire process till I met my psychiatrist and had my first appointment. They even called me back later saying, "Hey, how did your first appointment go? What did they suggest? Did you have a good feel? Do you want to keep doing a relationship with the psychiatrist? Would you like to try someone else?" I felt very comforted because I was very, very nervous at the time. But I do suggest Mind Path Health. That is where I used. So that's where I would suggest to your friend.
Okay, that's good. That's a good detailed description of them as well. I feel like
Mhm.
that's actually very helpful. The fact that them holding your hand, as you said, I think that's actually a good thing when it comes to helping guide somebody in their mental health state.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that's exactly what they need.
Because I know some places could charge like anywhere between 350 to 500 for an appointment. Mine, I will say off book, was about $200. So it's actually on the lower end of having to do for an appointment. But they also talk about financial options. If you only want to pay like a little bit, like I did $40 in my first little payment, then I'm paying the rest of it later. So they're very kind. They give you options to what you can do with your financial state. Because you should always, if you're having problems and it's not getting any better, you should always seek help. Don't be afraid to, in my opinion.
100% agree. Also, Mr. Chris Respect, thank you for that host. I appreciate that. And Vex and Bumby, sorry. I have an anime section in my Discord if y'all would like to join and check that out. Also, we do anime watch parties starting this week. I'm starting it on Saturday. We're watching One Piece. I just started One Piece about 2.5 weeks ago or so. So if y'all would like to go through the One Piece journey with me, y'all are more than welcome to on Saturdays. Which I watch it.
Are you starting at episode 1 or are you starting where you're at right now?
Starting where I'm at right now. I started it 2 weeks ago.
Bro, you got years?
Yeah. Well, I started it about 2.5 weeks ago, roughly.
Oh, okay.
And I'm at episode like 68 right now. So I watched a decent amount. So
there we go. Almost 10th of the way there. Let's go.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people tell me about that, but it's one of those things I would like to start adding new stuff to outside of stream, like to help build the community up, and like something like what you do with the Pixelmon, which I have a lot of respect for. I think that's awesome. I would like to be able to have a community that is set to stuff like that. And if at any point anybody wants to watch something different, I love anime. I'll watch anything, just as a heads up. But all right, so I wanted to plug that really quick while I see it in the chat. But let's jump into some of the questions I got for you.
Hit me.
One of the first ones I'm going to ask you is one of my favorite questions. What is your ultimate goal when it comes to streaming?
So I'm going with the aspect of first making sure that I've established a good niche that I feel I'm most comfortable with. And
Hmm.
then ideally, what I would like to do is to go into content creation full time. I have a goal, or not a goal, but an objective that by the time that I am 33 and I'm 30 right now, if I get to either a Twitch partner or if I get to making a YouTube channel that can sustain itself, I'll go full time. Otherwise, I'll just keep doing part time and not have to
Hmm.
worry about it. But ideally, what I would like to do is find my groove and then go into content creation full time, make videos, do skits, maybe even open up another Twitch stream, or if depending on how it goes with Twitch and YouTube, maybe just switch over to YouTube and start streaming there. But I like to do it full time, ideally.
All right. So, speaking of doing both, have you
Mhm.
looked into the exclusivity clause that has changed where you can stream on multiple platforms at once?
Correct, I have.
What
So
is
far it
your
can.
thoughts about doing that?
So to be fair, beforehand, even with the exclusivity clause, I still streamed on TikTok and Twitch at the same time.
Uh,
So by what I
technically,
am,
technically that one was okay
yeah,
because TikTok was not considered a streaming platform in competition. So technically, there
mm,
that is the loophole with TikTok.
yeah, I'm honestly I've stopped doing live on TikTok because for a reason they keep saying that I keep violating one of their guidelines, and at this point, if I keep doing any more, I have a chance of losing my TikTok account altogether
Hmm.
because it keeps saying that I'm either doing bullying or harassment because I cuss when I'm streaming
Yeah.
because just it's built into me. It's how I was raised. So they don't like that very much, unfortunately. But as far as the excluded cause go, I like that they're finally taking actions to change stuff, but as far as I can tell, they're still losing ground, and YouTube is still in the aspect of like ascending with its streaming platform. If they found a way to be have YouTube have a little bit more discoverability, I think YouTube would take the streaming platform by storm if they do that.
So speaking on that, as it stands right now, there's a streamer. He's a good friend of mine, and he's a member of my community, Mr. M. Westby. He talked about
Hmm.
this past Saturday. I think it was Friday night or Saturday. They said that they looked into the numbers. As of right now, the way it stands, Twitch is number one in views.
Hmm.
Facebook is actually number two in views, and YouTube is third. So
Damn.
it's one of those. I don't know. As far as it comes with discoverability, I think it's terrible among all streaming platforms. I think that you have
Yeah.
to personally, I think you have to post your content other places like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook Reels, and stuff like that
Absolutely.
to actually get some kind of discoverability. You're never going to find just outright discoverability on Twitch or on YouTube, at least in my
Absolutely
personal
agree.
opinion. So
Absolutely agree.
I think it is a good thing that they are opening it up, saying, "Hey, you can stream wherever you want." At the same time, I think that's a big
Mm.
thing. But also, I think that's going to hurt the platform in the long run. Personally,
Mm. I think it can, but I believe that so what the thing I noticed about YouTube though is that they honestly they're listening to the people that they bring over.
hmm.
That's the thing. Because there's like from a lot, let's take it from last year. There was no way to do any gifting of members. There was no way to do clips correctly. But now a year later, you have the ability to do clips. You have the ability to gift memberships to people, and you also have a much more guiding way to raid afterwards, which was always a little bit of a confusion. And then you also have a lot more. You have a different guidance of categories as well on YouTube as well. So, and this is coming from the voices of people they brought over. Like, let's go by who we saw this year. Saikuno, Ludwig, several other people over the other
Tim the
side.
Tap Man.
Yeah,
Uh,
Lily Pichu. Just they're taking a lot of people that are like iconic on Twitch. And have you heard that stuff about Ninja where he's not verified on Twitch anymore?
yeah, I heard that he discontinued his partnership. I think is what it
Mm-hmm.
was.
So I think he's probably moving to some other platform, either to like I don't know if it'd be Facebook, I don't know if it would be YouTube. I I would suspect YouTube, in my
Yeah, I
opinion.
was gonna say I would
But
suggest that.
mm,
But I
just it
mean,
will,
YouTube's
yeah.
where the money is. A lot of people don't understand. YouTube is more than welcome or willing to pay their people. They're like, "Hey, I know
Hmm.
you have a big following. Let's see
Hmm.
what you bring over here," and they're gonna pay them right. And I mean,
Yeah,
as an established streamer like they are, I think go where the money is. I mean,
exactly.
you shouldn't have loyalty to a company that one takes half of your earnings. Just saying.
Hmm.
And then secondly, there's a lot of rules that come with Twitch. And if
Yep.
they go to YouTube or Facebook, there's less rules and they got a guaranteed contract. Why would they stay?
Mhm. The thing that I also like about YouTube, and I know I stream on Twitch, and I feel bad for it, is that you can edit the amount that it costs for your membership over there
Mm-hmm.
when you have the partnership. So you can make it 99 cents, or you can make it the traditional 4.99, and then most of the time you get 80% of that revenue, and they just take 20, which in
Mm-hmm.
Twitch's aspect they take half and half, and then you can't set a price for anything of your subs.
Sounds, dude. Welcome to the Great Heathen Army. Also, Irube? I think so, say name. I'm probably reading that terribly wrong. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank y'all. All right, so let's start moving on to some more questions.
Go ahead.
Where where did the name come from, Mr. Short?
So the first name I actually came up with ever was Primal Primate. That was my hypothetical first username that I was gonna go with, but it felt a little too long. So I went with, I want to be Short Fused. That sounds awesome. And unfortunately, I had it available everywhere but Twitch. Some random person that doesn't even stream has it, and they haven't been active for a year, and I don't have access to it. So I decided to do Short2Fused under the impression that I'm loud, I'm proud, I'm very quick to be passionate, but also very quick to be angry. So I figured that'll be a double for my name, and it just has a nice ring of the tongue, and also a giant inspiration to what I had right when I was watching streams was a League of Legends streamer called Trick2G. So that's where the
Mm-hmm.
two came in, because like I could do the two because I still have Short Fuse and people would still call me Fuse, but all the other stuff was happening. So I decided to go with Short2Fuse, and it was available everywhere. Made it, got the merch for it, and I don't know if I could ever get Short Fuse. I probably would switch over to that just because it has a better ring for it.
I
But that
think
is where my name came from.
if a person is inactive for 2 years, I think they discontinue their name. I think that's what it is. I could be
The
wrong.
problem is I think he watches streams, so I don't think that counts for
Uh,
inactive, which sucks. But at one point I DM'd them and I offered money for them to change their name.
hey, give me the name.
I was like, "Yo, how about this? $20, change your name. I'll take it up in 6 months."
Did they respond?
No, they responded the first time. I was like, "Hey, is this account active?" And they're like, "Yeah, what's up?" I was like, "I'm just seeing if I could, take the name. Do you want money? I got money.
Can I take over, please?
Do you want bitches? I could find some bitches."
You'll take one or the other. Let's go.
You either get one, only one choice.
Mudkip, thank you for coming in and hanging out. I appreciate you coming in. It was very nice meeting you as well. I believe we've talked in his
Have a good night,
streams
Mudkip.
before. And
Yeah, Mudkip's awesome.
Geo Cool, welcome to the Great Heathen Army. Thank you for that follow. One of your bitches. I love it. All right, so he's over bitches for sure. Yes, he did. All right, so what got you into being a Pokemon content creator? And have you ever thought about branching into something other than Pokemon? I know you've been doing Digimon recently, but have you ever
Mhm.
thought about branching into other stuff?
So I got started into watching streams with Pokemon content from watching Shady Penguin. Purple Cliff was a huge inspiration, and was the last little edge that I needed to go into streaming. And honestly, I really got into it when I was watching one of Shady Penguin's videos, and he introduced this application called PokeLink, which automatically uh, categorizes your team on your stream, so you don't have to go out there, edit pictures, put them in the slot, edit their size and stuff. It automatically did all for you in your emulators. And I was like, oh my God, that saves so much trouble. And I bet it looks so clean. And so I went in for it. I knew I play Pokemon because I never get tired of it. I played Pokemon my entire life. As far as branching out goes, I would try like one-off games, and I also am trying to do on Fridays, try different games. That's why I've started with Digimon, just so I could give a nice little relax. Because I've been streaming Pokemon for a year and a half. I'm not bored with it, but I also want to let to experiment with my community to see what other games we could try.
Mm-hmm.
And also for September, I have a goal up. If we hit 100 subs this month, I will let I will put all the names of whoever gifted subs or subbed in general, and I'll put that on a list, and I'll pick one at random, and they get to pick what game I stream for an entire week in October. So I'm doing that out there. It'll be a free game. It'll be a game I already have, or it'll be a game that someone would like to gift. But I'm trying to give a little bit more activity depending on how the month goes. So we'll see how that goes. But I've definitely been trying to experiment on different stuff. But I am majority Pokemon. I'm not gonna
Okay.
shave my head. Shut up, Bumpy.
All right, so Fuse Nation, I need y'all to find a Pokemon simulated game.
Don't. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. Stop.
I believe in y'all. Find it.
Don't. It's
Y'all
not
got
a
it.
game. It's not a game. There's
Hey.
no game about Pokemon.
I feel like there is one. I think somebody's gonna find one, and then I feel like I'm gonna get a slight cussing in the Discord later, but it's gonna be okay.
Oh my God.
Like, damn you,
Stop it.
Riddler! I feel like that's a thing. That's probably a thing.
It can't be a thing. I doubt it's a thing.
It probably is.
It can't be a thing. It's not a thing. I
So-
refuse to agree that it's a thing.
So, as far as like content creating goes, I didn't know about the PokeLink thing. I need to actually look into that. I'm actually gonna write that. But
it's free.
I actually they are some of the bigger inspirations to why I wanted to start doing Pokemon content years ago, even before I even started being a streamer. So like,
Yeah.
it's cool to know that they inspire so many different people to actually want to produce that type of content. Like, to me, I used to watch the randomized Nuzlocke, like what you're doing currently. And I always was like, I've played Pokemon since I was a child. I'm like, bro, that would just be awesome to start off in Kanto and get like a Reshiram or something. And it's just like, that'd be fucking amazing. And
Exactly.
I want you to know, I never knew how to do that. I have some of the emulated files to be able to, and I still don't know how to do it properly.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of those. I'm still learning or attempting to.
I just went on YouTube and added how to randomize X game, and it's boom. First thing I saw, I was like, easy. And then I got all the stuff. It had all the links in the bio. So I just found them, watched the video tutorial, and I was all set. YouTube is like free college. You can practically learn anything there.
I can't tell you how many times stuff is broken around my house.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm sorry. Bad respect, you're getting scammed.
I can't tell you how many times something around my house is broken, and I'm just like, YouTube, how do I fix this? And then it just
YouTube,
boom,
how do I
pops up.
fix this?
Oh,
Like for a good moment, like my headset was like not charging, not turning on for like entire like 3 days. And I finally typed in the model and I was like, oh, just hold this back button for 14 seconds. It'll reset the entire system. I was like, please. It worked. And I fixed it. I was like, I did not want to buy another headset. I was like, please don't. I don't want this to happen today.
Nice. I actually forgot to turn one of my redemptions off, and they redeemed shot time. So I can take a shot. 2 seconds.
Oof.
Ladmon, this is for you. It is moonshine. Enjoy. I take shots, unlike you, good sir. Took you 17 years to take one shot on stream. Back to the interview. Sorry.
Are you talking to me?
No. Talking to Landmine.
Okay.
Another content creator that's in the chat, in Westby, bought him a bottle of whiskey. Sent it to him.
Oh, really?
And said, hey, on this stream, we're going to take a shot together. And he was just
Oh
like,
my
"Oh,
god.
it's too late. I can't take a shot. It's too late." And then I think his wife took a shot for him instead, or something like that. It's
Wow.
really funny.
Wow.
Also,
Oh my
I have to
god.
send shots at him right now because he bullied me all day the other day. I'm still upset about that.
Really? Oh
Not
my
really.
god.
Just messing. All right. So let's move into another question.
Sure.
What aspects of content creation do you enjoy the most?
Honestly, thinking of different ideas and getting really hyped about the next challenge that I want to do. Because usually I'll have another challenge set in mind once I'm about a week away from beating a challenge or having a really good run and ending it. Because sometimes those runs get ruined by well, not ruined, but influenced heavily by my chat, because every challenge I do in a Pokemon Nuzlocke, they have the potential to go and just sweep the entire run by themselves with spinning the wheel, release them on, catch them on, because I always have that stuff open for most of the challenges. So they, like, some people could like take like a $60 and just get rid of like half my squad immediately. I was like, that's pretty
Huh.
bad. But
I'm actually
so
saving my points right now for to mess with you during one of your runs.
I see how it is.
I
Okay.
was gonna revive Amon today, and I looked at it. I was like, oh, I can revive, and then I looked at it. I was like, I'm like 2,000 points away from that. Never mind. I'm just gonna save
It is what it is.
it.
But yeah, it's mostly getting to the aspect of what challenge I want to do next. 'Cause I always try to do something that's not in the same field of what I did before. Like if I do a Mega Ruby, which I'm doing right now, I don't want to hit anything in Gen 6. I will like go to another generation or go to a original ROM hack like Unbound, or like go into like some like Renegade Platinum again, which was like my second ROM hack I've ever done. Or I go into like Sword and Shield and do like a Wonderlock or a Randomizer Nuzlocke, because I love Randomizer Nuzlocks. And just go in there. But I really like the ideas that I have in the back of my mind. Or sometimes that gets thrown out the window when I have to reset an attempt. You know, he's out there. So that's what my favorite part is, pointing out what challenge happens occur. You know, pointing out the finale, because I like to make it thematical. I like to give people a show. So
So, when is the Bidoof version coming back?
so I'm during my first 6 months of streaming, I made an incentive, a horrible, horrible incentive, that if I got 50 subs in 1 month, which was I had never gotten before, I would go and get a Bidoof onesie and I would wear it. Oh my
Oh,
god, raid!
2 seconds. We got to raid. Yo,
We got a
welcome here,
raid!
Raiders. I am the Riddler 1370. I'm Twitch's favorite Viking in the making. We got Mr. Short over here going crazy. Some people can't see him just quite yet. 1 second. Let me get back over there. He went Super
I'm done.
Saiyan on you.
Oh, it's Super Saiyan!
Welcome here, Raiders. I am the Riddler 1370. I'm Twitch's favorite Viking in the making. Not quite number one yet, but one day I will be. Stone Jedi, how was the stream and what did you stream? As y'all can tell, tonight we are doing an interview with Mr. Short2Fused here, an amazing content creator, awesome person. If y'all would like to stick around and get to know more about him, possibly follow him, I'll give him a shout out here in just 1 second. Oh, that way y'all can check him and his channel out as well. If y'all love Pokemon content, this is the man to go check out. There we go. I got to point the opposite direction from the camera. But that's them things, Dub Chubs. Y'all welcome in, welcome in. We are going to jump back into this interview. I will be reading chat. I'm sorry if I don't respond necessarily right there. Shout it out. Thank you, Vex. I did not know non-mods could shout people out. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, back to the question. I apologize.
Are you fine?
You was in the middle of an answer.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot what we were talking about.
The Bidoof
Oh, okay.
version.
So I had one of my mods immediately fill the entire goal out immediately at the start of the month. So I had to put my money where my mouth was, and I got the onesie. And I had also promised that because I thought he was baiting me, so I made him a promise that if he did one shot the entire goal, I would also play the Bidoof game in the Bidoof onesie. as a sleepwalk, which I did with the most be-doofed layout you've ever seen, ever. So I played that. I got to the 6th gym and then I went and beat up Silph Co. But then my game crashed with an error from getting Lapdoof on my team, which apparently was a bug. And since I hadn't saved till around the 2nd gym, we all agreed that, you know what? That's unfortunate. It is what it is. So we stopped it. And since it has so many other bugs, I was like, I'm probably not going to continue it, gang. But we have the ones now. I'll make it a thing on my wheels. So if we ever hit it, I'll put it back on because you guys love it so much. And that is how that went.
Vex, I know the WAP video. It is amazing. I love it. Fun fact:
Yep.
I think it was Vex or Mudkip the first time I raided into you. When I met you, it was about 2 seconds later they played the video, and
Yep.
and I was just like,
one
I
of the
made
incentives.
the right decision raiding this person. That's the exact thought process I had. I was like, this is fucking awesome.
Oh my god. So the other incentive after the fact was, I believe it was around like Christmas or something. I was like, you know what, guys, if we hit this, I will make that a channel point. So every time you do it, it'll show the WAP video on top of the screen right in front of our gameplay, and then boom, they hit that within like 2 weeks. So I was like, okay. So, and it's been on the channel ever since.
Hmm.
And every time I get a raid, one of them plays it.
It's phenomenal. I love it.
Yeah, that and feet. Yeah, that's been the newest thing lately.
Yeah, I was wondering what was going on with that because somebody put it like 5 times when I was just watching. I was like, what is this about? But to each their own.
So,
I'm gonna let them mess with you. It's always funny to get trolled by the community.
so I got affiliated with a sound alert play, well, not plays, but a sound alert company called Bleep. So with Bleep, I was able to make my own sound alerts, and I was able to do them as channel points, and I could do as many as I wanted. So as a joke, I had at one point had to read someone's word as for my channel points. They type in a sentence and I have to say it as long as it's not too inappropriate. And the only thing it said was feet. So as a joke, I said it as feet. And then that got clipped. And so I wanted to experiment it on Bleep. So I made it into a sound alert and they refused to let me take it down. So
That is amazing. All right, so we have
yep.
another question from the chat that
Okay,
kind
hit
of
me.
goes with this. Here's a question for both of you guys. What would you say has been one of your favorite things to do on stream so far?
Ooh, good question. My favorite thing I've ever done has been probably my second ROM hack I ever played as Pokemon Renegade Platinum. I did it as a Nuzlocke, and it is a very difficult game. It's probably one of the top 5, probably top 10 at least, top 10 hardest ROM hacks of Pokemon of all time. And I was lucky, barely, barely lucky to beat it in my first attempt. And I take great pride in that. So,
I think
and that's when my chat really grew because I did a Storm Silver randomizer in my first thing without like a camera or anything. Then I got a camera, and then I was also starting TikTok then, so I was getting about 100 people, 200 people on TikTok, and then I got a couple more people over here, so I was hitting about 8 to 9 for my viewership. I was like, oh my god, yeah, we like tripled, let's go, and it just kept growing from there. I was like, yeah, I did beat Yami with the Zapdos. That is also pretty funny. That was hilarious. Um, Another good moment was when me and Yami were doing a Pokemon Emerald race where our party kept getting randomized every fight, and we're in the Elite Four. We were both fighting Wallace, or I don't think his name was Wallace. It was the champion. I had 2 Pokemon in my name. I had a what's it called? A Cradily, and I got lucky and got randomized into a Zapdos, and he had all water Pokemon. So it was me and Yami versus the clock, and I managed to beat his what's it called? His Wish Cache at the very end with Zapdos and got the W. So I was very excited about that. I was screaming my head off.
I think for me so far the favorite thing I've done on stream One would be the Soul Link that I just finished up not this past weekend, the weekend before last. That was probably
Mhm.
one of my favorites. The only other
Nice.
one, beating Elden. Oh my god, the amount of relief I got for beating that game. It took me like 3 months. Like
How many times did you die?
I don't need that. I lost count after like
You don't need that. Got
after,
you. Got you.
after the second stream that like I had one of my mods had added a death counter, and
Oh my god.
I forgot to add it, and I think within 2 streams, wait, it was crazy. I couldn't even guess how high it was, but I know the first stream I streamed it for roughly maybe 4 hours, three or 4 hours, because I was legitimately enjoying the game. I'd never played a Souls type game before, and I was like, yeah, let's get at it and let's have some fun. And I was like,
Fair.
and I went to the little village off to like the right when you first start, and
Mhm.
I got whacked by the same person like 12 times. I almost beat the tree sentinel the first time I encountered it. I had it down to like a quarter of a health, and everybody was like, "How are you doing?" I was like, "I don't know," but
Yeah.
I, I have some really great memories and clips and stuff that came from Elden Ring. I wanted to
Mhm.
play it again, but I don't like repeating the exact same game. I would consider doing like a challenge game of it, but at the same time, I don't know the game well enough to say I would do a challenge on it. But
Mhm.
other than that, honestly, I think my Soul Link with Kainsey West, my rival in the community, I had so much fun with that, and it's one of those like we talked about Shady Penguin earlier. I used to watch
Yeah.
him do Soul Links with people, and I
Mhm.
was like, man, I would love to do that. And I reached out to a lot of people in a lot of other communities trying to just be like, hey, would somebody be interested in this? And then me and Kainsey, my rival, we got to talking one day, and it was like, I explained the situation to him. I was like, bro, would you be interested in this? And he was like, yeah, I'd be down. And he'd finally
Mhm.
got a PC and a capture card and stuff. And we was like, let's make it happen. And lo and fucking behold, I'm the one that lost the damn link. I was super salty about that. But yeah,
I understand that feeling.
I think
Uh,
those are my top two, with all honesties. Them
those are good
and
choices.
them and maybe the birthday streams. I got memories from my birthday streams just from the community coming through and the amount of love and support they showed on those nights. Like we played Fortnite, and they made
Mhm.
me. I made a special thing for every 2 subs. I take a shot. That's every time I stream. If you was to drop 2 subs right now, I would take a shot for you. But if you drop one
Uh-huh.
sub, I eat a Bean Boozled bean.
Ooh.
And I also added 200 bits. I eat a Bean Boozled bean, which is those are still things on the channel because of that night. If you give me
Oh my
200
god.
bits, I eat a Bean Boozled. And that's the thing. And that night, I had to eat 16 at once. They came through and was like, how much is it for a bean? And I was like, it's 200. And it was like, boom, 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 boom. Everybody was just like, I want to see you suffer. I have that clipped on TikTok, and it was terrible.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Did you do it all at once, or did you like do it one at a time?
I asked them, I said, do y'all want me to eat these one at a time or all at once? And chat was unanimous. It was like, eat them all. And I got a clip
Oh
where
god.
I'm holding them like this. And I'm like, all right. And I let them go. And bro, that was horrible. Don't
God,
suggest
I
it.
could just imagine. Oh
Zero out
god.
of 10. Do not recommend. I will say, if you are trying to make somebody suffer with being boozled, make them eat them all at once. A lot of
Oh
people are like,
god.
eat them one at a time, make them suffer longer. No, the
Yeah.
flavors do not mix. Even and you don't know if you get a good one because one bad one ruins all the good ones, and they stay. Just as a heads up to everybody, anybody that deals with bean boozleds, as y'all know.
Oh my god. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
MS says that he sees you using a beacon mic. How has the mic enhanced your stream, or do you use a mixer as well? Mr. M. Westby is our tech guy. He is
Oh.
super tech savvy. He loves anything technical.
I love it personally. Because I like the fact that it automatically saves all my settings to the microphone itself. So even if I like unplug it and re-plug it back in, it's immediately ready to be good to go. And it since I started with the wave 3 mic. I like the fact that I could set my audio to different panels and not have to worry about certain volumes for something over dominating the other. I like that it has that feature as well, and it has a lot of built-in filters that I don't have to go and mess around with OBS. I have everything immediately ready, and it sound crisp, professional, so you guys hear my voice clearly. Um, I really truly love it. I don't have a mixer, unfortunately, but with this by itself, it dominates the Wave 3 that I had by a lot. So it's a worry that I don't have to worry about. So I'm very happy with it.
That's good. That's good. I like to hear these things. All right. So next question: how do you handle when somebody comes in and tells you that your content is poor and tries
Ban
to? Okay. All right. Never
Because
mind.
okay, so let me explain why I just do it. It's you don't need to have that headache while you're streaming, because streaming's fun. Streaming is something that I find relaxing.
Yes.
I don't need that extra pressure of someone coming in just to try to ruin my vibe. If they want to do so, they are not doing it here. I don't have a tolerance for it. So I just immediately boom and just ban them and get them out of the way. Once they're banned, they're out of my thought. Don't have to worry about them anymore. And I just continue doing what I'm doing.
Okay.
So that's my approach for it. Same thing with people coming into my Discord, and especially in my Pixelmon server, since I've had so many. If someone is out of line, I just get them out of there, so I don't have to worry about it.
All right. So my follow up to that was gonna be: do you ever take any of the criticism of how your content is poorly and try to implement it to make your content better? But since you ban them automatically, I don't think you can do that.
I haven't ran into a instance where it's someone that I've heard about or someone that I know is another streamer and give me criticism. Like if it's another one of my friends, like I go back and forth with one of my friends, Yamiko, quite often, and a few of other people that I am streamer friends with. Well, just friends with. And I ask for their opinion all the time. And I trust their opinion. But if I get a follow from Duck Diver 13175 exclamation point or whatever, and they say, yo, that TikTok you made today just sucks, I'm not going to deal with it. I haven't had
Okay.
someone to, like, legitimately come to me and say, hey, I just saw this, do you know if you do this for this may help your video better? I've never received anything like that. I've always gotten the one and done trolls of like, yo, this sucks, I'm out of here, or whatever's going on. So that
Okay.
stuff I just insta ban. But I haven't had someone like try to legitimately give me advice. And hey, I don't like the way that this approach. You probably could have done this. They don't go into detail when they're like that. The only people that I've dealt with are the ones that are like, hey, yo, why are you so fat? What your content sucks and stuff like that. Is
Those
out of
types
here.
of trolls.
Don't even need to bother with it, dude. You're gone.
Like, say less, you out. Sorry, had to
Wait,
fix
say
my
less, you're
lighting.
gone. Don't need to worry about it. You're out.
That's very understandable. So, like, me personally, I've only had a couple people come in and tell me that specifically, but the couple
Mm,
people I've had come in and tell me that, I always ask before I ban. I'm very lenient with stuff, especially with that. I always be like, okay, well, what could I do to make things better? It's like I keep a notepad right here beside my desk or on my desk at all times,
mhm.
specifically for that reason. Because like if somebody comes and is like, hey, I think this is bad, you could do it this way, I'll write it down and then I'll look at it and be like, can I implement that to make it better? Or is it something that I can just be like, get the fuck out of here? Now I will say if my mods are a lot less lenient than I am. I've
Mhm.
had a few instances where people have came in and I'll be like, hey, we could do this, and then before I can even respond to them, it's banned. And I was like, all right, then. But that is one of the reasons I have mods. I respect
Yeah.
all of my mods, and their decisions are final. Fuck those
My
bullets.
mods, my mods do it as a race. Just who gets the ban first.
I I had that happen a couple of weeks ago. Somebody banned them, and my other mod unbanned them just so they could reban them. I was like, well,
Oh my god.
y'all are y'all are on it, damn it. It was
Wow.
hilarious. But all right,
You
so
hate
let's flip that question. How do you
Sure.
respond to somebody who comes into your content and just receives it greatly?
I become a blushing mess. I'm not used to getting compliments and saying that I'm doing something right or good. And I wear my emotions on my sleeve. So I'm like, yo, stop talking. Stop talking.
See, that's one of the things though. Like I found you randomly one night when I was
Yeah.
shiny hunting, and I've been brought back to your content every time just because I really honestly enjoy your content.
Stop talking.
Listen,
Here
I'm just
goes a
saying
giggling schoolgirl. Shut up, Bumby.
one of one of these days, Pokemon is gonna see it and she's gonna appreciate it, and then it's
Oh
game
my
on.
god. Like literally, I feel like so I've told you about the 2 incidents I've had with Purple Glyph showing up in my chat,
I
or
told you
like the first time around.
I would have cried.
Dude, I cried when he donated $300 to help me pay for my car brakes for my car. And then the other time it happened last week where he just showed up and say, "Hey, don't lose." Because I'm playing my Nuzlocke right now. I was like, "Oh my god, he still remembers me. He's still following me. Holy shit!"
Yeah,
And like,
I
it's
would
starstruck. It
lose
feels
it.
like I'm dreaming. I was like, "Oh my god, that's crazy." But it's just it's so wild when you like people that like. It's those moments where you were inspired by people and all of a sudden they know that you exist, and it's just like, okay, so I'm doing something right here then, and I
Yeah,
must be doing it well if I'm getting a kind response from them. I was like, oh, it's an indescribable feeling to me, at least. But yeah, it's so awesome. Mhm.
all right. So considering I've kind of joined the Fuse Nation as in one of the trolling people that messes with you, how would you react if out of all of us tagging Pokimane and your stuff, eventually she was just like, let's do a soul link, let's do a versus. What emotions would happen to you in that instance?
First, I'd punch myself in the face to be sure that I'm actually awake. Um, and secondly, if that actually did happen, I would abandon anything I'm doing and do one, and I would talk about it legitimately. Um, like, fuck yeah, when do you want to do it? Yeah, what game you want to do?
Say less
What,
all
what?
streams are canceled. We'll do this every
And I was
day.
like, gang, I'm gonna be here doing on their stream. Bye. Ending stream.
So, hey, boss, I need the like next 3 weeks off.
Boss, I
What?
quit. I quit.
Pokimane
I
knows who
quit.
I am.
Yep, that's all I need. Life's over.
That I don't know. I find it. I don't have that many people that troll me to the level that you get trolled. Most of my people troll me with sound alerts when I'm playing my Friday Night Frights, playing spooky games.
Yeah.
But your community, they are on another level with trolling you, and it's amazing. I know it probably isn't for you, but from a viewer perspective, it's super hilarious. You actually inspired me to add a new channel point redemption to my stream today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the
Which one did you add?
to make let y'all decide what I tweet. I saw
Oh
it and I
my
was like,
god.
that would be hilarious. So I was like, let me add that just because. And you inspired that. I want to say thank you, by the way.
Because it was much easier for me to implement ways for them to interact in any game that I play. So if they want me to do something midstream, they have the options to.
Mm-hmm.
And it always benefits me because then I'm here and I can make it into a TikTok and just post it out there, make it to a YouTube short or Instagram reel. So it helps me make content while I'm streaming and save me time because I don't have a lot of free time because I work and I do stream and I edit
Mm-hmm.
my stream so I can do other videos and stuff. Plus all the other chores that I have around the house because I'm an adult. I got stuff to do.
Yep.
And then I also want some chill time because I don't want to be 1,000% working every time. And there you go. Boom! Tweet something.
I was gonna
Make
say
him tweet something
I,
amazing.
I knew that was coming from him.
Do it.
Also, Mr.
Do it.
Joby has asked. This is a
So
question for both of us. What is one famous streamer you would like to collab with, and why?
definitely Purple Cliff.
For interviews. Okay, I got you.
I'm
Perfect.
horny for interviews. That's funny.
So
I do Purple Cliff because he was the biggest inspiration for me to stream. is I'd been watching Shady for years, but Purplecliff gave me the supreme inspiration to go into streaming because I watched him and like when he was starting to blow up on TikTok, and then I was like, okay, TikTok could actually be a really good thing for promoting streaming. So I should get into this. I'll try this out because now I knew what PokeLink was. I made a Twitch account. So I was like, okay, let's do this. And I've been told multiple times that either I'm the Walmart Purplecliff, which I mean, it could be an insult, but I still take it in stride. I feel like my personality resonates with that a lot because my chat is very trolly, but also in a kind of way that they always have my back, and I love them indefinitely. Um,
That's one of
and
those like
yeah,
that's my little brother. I can joke on it, but y'all can't.
yeah, exactly.
That's how you people are.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Like literally when someone comes in and calls me like fat, or I was like, yo, this content's boring. They're like, what the fuck did you just say? Then boom, banned. I was like, okay, they're gone. Don't have to worry about that. Anyways, our next encounter is yeah, it's stuff like that. So
Yes, West. I tweeted it. That's part of the thing. Y'all want me to do it? There you go. So, what kind of collaboration would you like to do with Purple Cliff, if possible?
so if possible, I would probably do something along the lines of like a Soul Link or maybe like a race or something trolly, like introduce a game together and play it. Like I know he's done stuff with Roblox. I know he's doing the you laugh you lose challenge type of thing, or first one to find a shiny does this and loser does this type of deal. That'd be kind of hilarious. It depends on how we would both feel about it, but I would 1,000% be down for almost anything.
So
Who would you choose?
that would really depend on the type of content I would want to. So like I've been doing a lot of Pokemon content lately. So
Mhm.
I would probably go with either Purple Cliff or like Shady, one of the more established, well known people. I think I would have more
Mm.
fun with Purple Cliff because I feel like the way he deals with like trolls and stuff it would match the way I
Yeah.
would deal with it. I think I would have more fun with him. Shady is still hilarious. I love him to death. I still watch all his content. But if it wasn't Pokemon related, I would have to go for my favorite streamer, and that would be Tim the Tatman. But the stipulation is I would play Call of Duty. I started off as a COD streamer. I don't play Call of Duty anymore.
Uh,
I would play that with them. The only stipulation it would have to be with Nick Merckx and Dr. Disrespect. Just so I can listen to the sheer chaos that happens and I could be like, I was there for that. I contributed nothing, but I was there.
if I chose someone that wasn't a Pokemon streamer, I'd probably either pick Courage JD or
Oh,
Sykkuno.
that's a good pick too.
Yeah. I'd
Oh,
pick those two.
there's so many like people that are established that I'm inspired by, and I'm like, bro, I wish I could do the things they do, but being
Mhm.
limited with the amount of times and stuff. But it's just, yeah, Courage would be a funny one to play like Fortnite with.
Exactly.
But like his level of trolling, like I don't know if anybody in here has watched when he played with Ninja the other day, or I don't know when it was the other day. I'll say other day. My other day is like 3 4 months ago. But like he played with Ninja on Fortnite and he soundboarded him the entire time they played.
I saw that. I saw that. Yeah.
I watched the YouTube video and was crying laughing because he was doing nothing but pissing Ninja off. And then every time Ninja would get loud with him, he would use one of his noises against him. It's golden.
He's funny, dude. I love him.
Now for the real answer, I would love to do a collab with Mr. Short one day, way down the
Oh,
line. Once I gotta get more famous. I gotta get my rep up. I'm like
so you mean your rep?
I'm like a half a star right now in the Pokemon community. I gotta get like 2-star community.
Oh my
That was a longest shot joke. Went over my head too.
god.
All right, so what is your favorite thing about content creation?
I thought I answered this, or am I stupid?
We might have. I think that's one of those where it's the same question just worded differently. So we can skip
Okay,
that.
well, let me think of a different answer then. because I like planning out my next challenges. Another thing about content creation that I do enjoy is hearing the reception of what you make, especially for like my TikToks and my videos. Because some of the TikToks that I've made, I didn't expect to blow up as hard as they did. Like my TikTok blew up when I had done a video of
Mommy
my actually a
milkers.
different Omega Ruby randomizer. It was just a regular randomizer, and I had someone redeem in chat name a Pokemon, and they wanted me to name it Mommy Milkers. I was like, okay, fair enough. That's perfectly fine. I can rock with that. And I get to my starters, and I kid you not that I have Regice, Castform, and Milk Tank. And I'm
I saw
staring
that
at
clip
Milk Tank. It's
today.
staring at me, and I'm like, why is there a milk tank? And it's like a 20-second clip. And the first day I posted it, it was already like 200,000 views, like 4,000 likes, and like 317 comments and stuff like that. And M&J TV commented on it, and everyone went ballistic on that because just he loves, I think he loves Castform, hates Milk Tank. He's like, how do you have the best and the worst choices of starters ever? And I'm like, oh my god. And then that video blew up immensely, and I was like, Jesus Christ, because I went from 700 followers to on the ballpark of like 9,000.
Damn.
And I was like, that's crazy. And then another like my Pixelmon videos for promoting my Pixelmon server have also blown up pretty soon as well. But it's seeing that the videos that you're like, okay, I didn't plan immensely. It was just funny in the moment, so I figured it would work. Get such high reception that you don't expect. And I like that aspect a lot. Cause I'm not saying that I don't mind putting in work for a video, but it's nice that a video that I just did in the moment, naturally, my natural comedy, brought it out and people loved it.
Oh yeah. Those natural moments that just
Mm,
flow, they hit
yeah.
different.
Mm,
They also moments like that are things that will blow up on TikTok and stuff that you have no clue. You're like, oh, this is just gonna be another video, and then you look at it like a day later, and it's like, holy shit!
exactly.
I actually have one of those doing that on Facebook at this current moment.
Oh my
Um,
god.
yeah, I posted it. It's one of my TikToks where Goku's walking out, and it's the guy from Fortnite. And then I stitched it, and I basically I made a little funny skit. I put it on Facebook yesterday. It's at like
Mm,
11,000 views right now. I was like, holy shit, I didn't expect that. I don't even think it did that good on TikTok, but oh well. But yeah, it's like little stuff like that that'll blow up out of nowhere.
exactly.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you this. This is kind of a hit or miss question for most people. I've only
Okay.
had one person answer this with other than nothing. Do you do anything to hype yourself up before stream?
Cocaine. I'm just kidding.
Okay, okay. You heard it here
uh,
first, folks.
no, no, it's a joke. It's a joke. Uh, so I have a somewhat of a ritual. It started when I began going into full-time work, that I pick a moment of my drive that when I pass it, I'm in work mode. I have a work mindset, I have everything ready to go. I need to know what I need to do for that day. I take care of it. And then on the drive back, when I pass that same point, it's off. I don't think about work. Don't bother with anything that I have to worry about the next day. I'm just on me time. And I do the same thing when I'm streaming whenever I put on my headband. So before that, I'm just regular. I'm just chilling out, doing what I need to do. But the second I put this on, I know I'm in streamer mode. I have to hype myself up. I have to hype chat up. I have to be sure that chat is taken care of. I have to be sure that I'm like game to do the best of my abilities and not let chat win with their trolling. But it is what it is. But that's what I do. When I do
How
this,
often does chat actually win, though?
you'd be surprised. I'm on attempt 3, and the first 2 attempts, chat just wiped the run by themselves.
What
They
is
either
that? What is that feeling when chat knocks out another, knocks out your lock?
it's an interesting feeling because a lot of the times it's also in a corner my benefit, because I have a rule that if we get to 5 subs, it doesn't have to be like someone gives 5 subs. It could be like we hit a cumulative of 5 subs. I guess spin the wheel. Whoever did it at the last second gets to cause whatever happens in the wheel, or they do their channel points, or they do a donation. Because I have two major threats in my community. It is a person, and they're both mods, which is terrifying. Hamster and Ates the werewolf, and these two are chaotic incarnate because they will drop stuff just to wipe out the entire run single-handedly, and it terrifies me because I love them, but then also when I see the messages, I'm like, I could wipe today and I can't stop it due to my own rules. So
That's one of those you
and
can. All right, chat. That's the stream for today. We'll start back tomorrow.
I have multiple backups for my randomizers just in case a day of that like happens because they could wake up and be like, you know what, it's a chaotic day. We're gonna end the run and start anew. I was like, okay, fair enough, that's fine. I'm here. I'm chilling. I'm having a fun time. So it's a unique feeling because damn it, it sucks because you have to restart, but it's also like, I mean, it helps. I mean, it helps me out. So
Yeah.
I still have fun with it. And if they're entertaining themselves, they're also having fun. So I'm pretty chill with it. I like it a lot.
All right. Let's jump into the next question with this. What
Sure.
made you interested in becoming a content creator?
Oh, that's a good and bad question. Okay. We chose we chose wipe today. We didn't wipe today. Stop talking about me. So I started streaming in the mid of February of 2021. And the prior 3 months of that were very bad mentally. I had asked out a girl and I got shot down royally and we stopped being friends. It was pretty bad. So I wasn't in the best headspace. So I was starting watching TikToks. I wasn't really taking care of myself very well, or I wasn't really focusing at work either. But I was watching TikToks and that's when I saw Shady's video about explaining PokeLink. I was like, that's kind of cool. And I was kind of distancing myself from my friend group as well. So I wasn't really talking to them. I was like, I really just want to like find other people to play with or at least hang out with. I need something to do. So my roommate had started streaming and I was like, you know what? I'll give it a try because I didn't have a camera, but I had a decent PC. I got a cheap microphone. I started doing a stream. A lot of my friends on my other side joined the stream and watched them, and we're like moderating it just to keep that viewership up. It's okay, Fuse. I'll go out with you. Cube. No. Rejected. Sorry. Um, and so they're keeping my followership up. So I got my affiliation by the end of February with my 3 viewer count and like 50 followers and stuff. And afterwards, it started getting easier as I continued to open up with more people coming by, more followers. So like, okay, so people are coming by and they're enjoying the Nuzlocke challenges, and okay, they're enjoying running a platinum. Cool. Okay, they're enjoying Omega Ruby, and then that's what I was also doing TikToks because I was also branching out and finding other creators, making new friends. And it was honestly it was just a way to get out of the shell of myself that I'd been surrounded for the last couple of years. Because at one point I was just tired of it. I was
Yeah.
tired of it, and that last part in the last couple of months before I started streaming was like, I just don't want to feel this anymore. So I decided to branch out and become like rediscover myself, and here I am.
That's nice. I mean, that's one of those that it's a shitty beginning, but it's led to something beautiful. That makes
Exactly.
sense.
Because I honestly, at where I'm at right now, I did not expect I would be here at the time frame that I am. Because I know some people have started later but have grown more than me, but everyone grows at their own pace and I'm not in competition with anyone. I'm just chilling. I'm enjoying myself in my community. We're having fun, and that's all I really care about.
The thing I will say to that, you said you're not in competition with anyone.
Yeah.
That's a good thing, but I will tell you, I'm in competition with somebody every day. I only see one person as my true competitor. That's me.
Yeah.
I wake up every day with the intent of beating me. I want to be better than I was yesterday. And I think that's a good mentality to have, but also it's a very hard mentality to have on yourself. Because there's days that I
Uh,
beat myself up and be like, you're not as good as you was yesterday, and then that spirals into making me better. I think, or at least I try
Honestly,
to make
I
that.
have that mindset because actually, legitimately, my status on Discord right now legitimately says taking one more step than yesterday.
Oh, that's all you gotta do. And
Yep.
as far as the being rejected, let me give you advice on it. Fuck them.
I don't care.
Fuck them.
I haven't asked out many people ever because I will go ahead and say so. I'm asexual. I'm not really looking or pursuing, but I felt like our personalities matched enough, but it just wasn't meant to be. So you know, it is what it is.
My
Right now,
thing
I'm
when
just
it,
focusing on me.
I
So
was gonna say, my thing when it comes to rejection is fuck them. They say no, and yes, being said no to hurts. I can't tell you how many times I've. This ain't even relationship wise, but reaching out to
yeah,
people trying to get collabs just to
mm,
branch out into other communities and getting said no to, it's just like fuck them. It's all right, but I don't mean that in a bad sense of where I'm like, man, fuck you as a content creator, fuck that. No, I'm just like, all right, fuck it. It's not meant for me.
yeah. I've only collabed a few times myself with Yamiko and several others. I want to say I would like to for either the end of this year or in 2023 to collab more than I have been because I've been slacking in that department. Because I feel like I've just been focusing on myself, but I also want to, adventure out and meet other communities and make other friends. But
I'll be honest.
yeah,
That is the one thing that I'm terrified. I'm terrified to ask people for collabs, and it sounds terrible because this is a collab. Me reaching out for the interviews and stuff. For some reason, I'm okay with this, but like if I wanted to do a solo link with you,
mm,
I wouldn't ask. And it's not because I don't think you're a good enough content creator. I don't think I'm good enough to collab with you. That's where my mindset goes.
and let me give you advice
Okay.
about that. So, in that aspect, I feel like everyone on Twitch is equal. You're gonna have some people that feel like they're entitled to only collab with some people,
Mm-hmm.
but I genuinely don't like those types of people because I feel like when it comes all down to it, we're all people. We're just trying to enjoy ourselves. And I feel like we're all in the same playing field. We're all just trying to stream. We're all always just trying to see what else we could do with our community. And I feel like on that level, we're all the same. Like for instance, when I started, I got reached out to one of my Twitch friends, who's one of my now best friends, named Yamiko. And he had been streaming a little bit longer than I have, but he also was doing school, so he didn't get to stream as often as I get to, which I do 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Have been for ever since I started. And we decided to collab. We decided to do a soul link because I watched his videos. I liked it. So screw it, let's give it a shot. And I really enjoyed it. It's just taking that step, ignoring, because if you don't ask, you're never gonna know. The answer is always gonna
Mm-hmm.
be no. So I feel like even if they say no, you have to at least say with the fact that you actually took a shot. Um, in that aspect for me, like I could go and ask all the people that I've met with the last couple, like the year and a half or so, and I feel like we wouldn't have any dent in our relationship because I feel like we've been friends long enough that I won't have to worry about it. But if I go into someone's stream that I've never met before and say, "Hey, you want to collab?" That I would feel a little bit pressured about. But if you've known someone for a while and you've been in their stream and so you can always just DM them. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think it ever hurts to ask. Ever.
That's the approach I take for the interviews. With this,
Mm,
I'll be nervous when I'm typing the message out, and then I'll be like, all right, just hit send, and I'll send it. But like, if
yeah.
it came to playing games and stuff, like especially when it comes to like if we're talking about Soul Links or something, that's
Mm,
a multi week collaboration.
yeah.
That's a lot for a lot of people to be like, all right, yeah, we can do that.
Mm,
So it's one of those like I try to in my thought process have a one off where it's like okay we can do a one game here and it's okay. That way it'd be a
yeah.
one stream one and done and I don't feel any pressure from that. But like especially with
Mm,
Pokemon and Pokemon content creators, you're not gonna beat a game in one day. You're not.
no.
And I
Yeah.
mean You maybe like Emerald or something, but even then, that'd be have to be like a 12 to 15 hour stream, if not longer. Probably longer than that. I think Emerald's like, or I'm pretty sure Gen 3 is like the shortest game. If I remember correctly.
Something along those lines, yeah.
Yeah. So it's one of those like, who's going to sit there for a 12 to 15 hour stream just so y'all want and done it, you know?
Yeah.
So
I
that
feel like if you manage it and do Soul Link like once a week,
that's
possible.
that's what I did with Kainsey. It was every
Yeah.
Saturday, and we'd go for 4 hours.
Yeah. That's usually fine. It's what I do is if we don't beat a Soul Link in 3 attempts, we call it a defeat.
We just
Just because if you lose like near the end and you have to restart, I know people sometimes get uh drowned out by it, and then sometimes it just feels like it's getting like you're not getting to that end point. I don't want to be at this for 6 to 8 months.
yeah.
I'd rather give it a nice solid shot for 3 months or so, or beat it within the month with the four times we do it for that month, and then go for it. So at least that's my rule of thumb for
Hmm.
Soul Links and stuff.
Well, I'm very new to doing Nuzlocks and Soul Links. The only one I have under my belt right now is the Soul Link. I have others planned. I just don't know
Mm.
exactly when I'm going to do them. I'm trying to hype myself up. I attempted to do a Nuzlocke fashion when I played Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl.
Uh
When
huh.
I got to the Elite Four, I said I'm going to treat this like a Nuzlocke. If somebody dies, they're just dead. And I got to Cynthia, and she beat the dog shit out of me. And I was like, okay, we're not doing this no more.
I feel that.
Cynthia was something else. But all right. Next question: what do you find
Yep.
to be the hardest part about being a content creator?
Keeping up with social media.
Uh,
Because keeping up with Twitter, I've practically abandoned Instagram, uh, and other stuff. I mean, I keep TikTok. I've been slacking on TikTok. I feel like lately, uh, and reaching out and also watching some other friends' streams because I've been focused on myself the last couple of weeks, so I've been slacking on that department a little bit. That's at least the hardest part for me is just like what should I post on Twitter today? What should I say on Twitter today? I usually say like an inspiring quote and then have that like scheduled out for the entire
like
week
some of your
just to
quotes
post
be
something.
hidden. I see them in the morning. I'm like, damn, that was the little thing I needed to help my day today.
Exactly, that's what I do. Um, but sometimes you run out of what you want to talk about because sometimes I'll try to like reply to other people's tweets just to get something on the board, or I'll go and post something on TikTok, like a clip that I do like editing while I'm at work. Uh, YouTube, I feel like is the hardest one, even though I want that one to grow the most because I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers.
Oh,
I
that's
feel like
huge.
that's definitely the hardest part for me. So
See, I ask that question every week, and I get a different answer for it every time. And every
really,
time I'm like, damn, that is the hardest part. Me, me personally, I think dealing with OBS and dealing with the back end of Twitch is the hardest part for me. But also, that is one of those that I'm still learning all of this. We have a
mm.
sub as well. Come on, I gotta eat a bean. Damn it. Done.
Donutcast, thank you for the tier one
Donucus,
sub.
thank you for that. Let me get a bean real quick. But yeah, that's to me that's what the hardest part. But
I've gotten pretty much down in OBS because when I started, I watched a YouTube channel called Stream Scheme, and it taught me about how to get started up with OBS and which one to use, place to get like free layouts, and make a click on this to get like a dedicated Discord server already pre-built and made. I was like, thank God. I was like, I had no idea how to start that. And I got that all set up and squared away. So when I went into starting my stream, I had all my stuff, like all my ducks in a row and everything prepared. And then if anything did update, I would just go on YouTube and find it because literally, if I don't know what to do, I just go to YouTube first. I don't even go to Google. I say fuck that. YouTube knows. YouTube knows what to do. I know how to fix stuff on YouTube. Boom.
All
How do
right.
I get bitches on YouTube? Okay, found it. Perfect.
First off, you go to Tinder. All right, so
No.
Tonicus, this bean is for you. One sub equals a bean, two is a shot. I believe this is dead fish or strawberry banana smoothie. It's
It's
kind
gonna
of
be
throwing me
dead
off.
fish.
There's a giant red spot on there. I have no idea.
It's gonna be dead fish. Enjoy your dead fish, bud.
I hope it's not.
It's gonna be dead fish.
Yeah, fuck.
It's gonna be dead fish. Yeah. It's dead fish. It's
Yes,
dead
it's
fish, isn't it?
fucking dead fish.
Eat that dead fish.
God damn. Be a Viking sword.
Oh my god.
It's something about, bro. The bad beans are just they're next level. I don't know how they. I'm not whatever. But yeah, so
Whatever.
when it came to OBS, bro, it's like in the back of my throat. I can hear it. I can smell
Oh,
it.
go.
It's disgusting.
God.
But like,
Don't kiss your wife. Don't kiss your wife.
oh no, she's got a sucker too.
Oh god.
You hit her with that that poison powder.
Oh Jesus.
But yeah, so when I started streaming, I didn't know anything, and like at all.
Yeah.
So, like I started on a console, and then I transitioned to PC. There were some days where I had to cancel stream because something had went wrong with like an update, and I couldn't fix it.
Mhm.
So like
Yeah.
I really took it upon myself about I think it's about 2 months ago to say I don't want to have to rely on other people for
Mhm.
that exact reason, and I've actually gotten leaps and bounds better, but there's still a good deal for me to go. Like especially like we're creating overlays and stuff like the one I'm on right now for the interview. I created that
Yeah.
myself. It's super simple, but it's one of those
Mhm.
like I was proud of it because I made it.
Yeah.
This is about the best you get out of me at the current moment. I can do a little bit better. I'm just not that good.
That's fine.
So that's the reason that I find that this is the hardest part. Because like
Mhm.
I see some other stuff that other content creators have. I'm like, man, that'd be fucking awesome to have. And then like I'll try to Google how to do it or YouTube it, and then I'll break something else in the process. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? We're just not gonna do this stuff. Just
Gotcha.
keep it where we're at. All right, so we talked about what's the hardest. What do you think is the easiest part?
Well, for content creation,
Yes,
making TikToks,
fair.
in my opinion. Because I can like when I started, I could make a TikTok in about 25, 30 minutes or so. Because I was like editing it from scratch. Now it takes me like 3 minutes.
So you can bust out about 15 or 20 real quick. Just have them
Yeah,
in
I
the
usually
backlog.
have everything in the week done by Sunday. From like, I get done. I D&D on Sunday with a group of my friends, and we get done around 3 o'clock my time. Then I go grab a couple of clips from the streams from that week, do about 6 to 7 of them, and I get them done within 30 minutes. Then go eat something for lunch. So I got that pretty much taken care of. Because what I do is I have an instant click button on my stream deck that just immediately clips the last 30 seconds. So I have the clips ready. All I have to do is grab the link, go to a place, clip place. I usually use the place called Streamladder and set them up and format them into TikTok. And if I want to add like a song or anything, I can open up like DaVinci Resolve, add in a song, add in a little meme if I want to, and then I put them on my phone because they have a QR code scanner, scan them. And then I have also added a new app called Captions that immediately captions anything that I want it to be. And that takes about a minute or so to be done because I change it to my style, my color, boom, it's done, it's ready to go. And then I just put them in the TikTok, put in any of the hashtags, what I want to name it, what I want to call it, done, immediately there. It's in my draft, ready to go. Um, Fun tip: if you switch over to a business account, you can schedule it, but then if you want, you can immediately switch back to a personal account, and it'll keep the schedule, so it'll post it anyway, so you don't have to worry about posting them at certain times.
Good to know.
So that's what I do as well.
All right, so moving into that, one of my other questions, let me find it real quick.
Sure.
Do you schedule your streams or your TikToks based on like doing research on what the best timing to post is?
I did it by figuring out manually for
Okay.
TikTok. Stream, I just set it in motion. I committed to starting stream at 5 p.m. CST and being done around 8 p.m. CST. And I chose Monday, Wednesday, Friday because those are the best times. It gave me stream, take a break, do your editing, whatever you want to do. Stream, take a break, do your editing, do whatever you want to do. Stream, weekend. Weekends open if I want to do any special streams that day. And then I'd have 2 days, then, back at it again on Monday and then have the
Okay.
schedule and stuff ready for Sunday to go forward. As far as TikTok was concerned, I learned that at least for the people that followed me, the best time to post a TikTok if I want to do one just once a day is usually around 11 a.m. CST because that usually pushes out the best. Sometimes it's hit or miss, but it is what it is. TikTok's kind of unpredictable. But I learned it through experience. I didn't research it or anything. I just went with the flow because I can't trust research when it comes to TikTok because I feel like TikTok, the algorithm's always changing. So you either
Hmm.
have to go with it and shoot and see what happens, or just your video flops, and sometimes they just do.
Hope for the best.
Yep.
So I have talked to some people that have done the research and they're like, this is the most optimal time to post.
Mm-hmm.
I I legit like if I find one that I want to stitch or something, just do it right then and go ahead and post it.
Yeah.
It's just I don't really think about doing the research when it comes to that.
Mm.
I don't know. I know some people take that super super serious and like this is the actual time. If I post it this time, all right, cool for you. I'm just gonna post it when I think it's funny.
Like I see people always talking about like, hey, you have to be sure you're up with the upcoming trends and stuff, but I don't really do that. I just post funny stuff that I do because naturally funny person or funny things happen to me and just throw them up there on TikTok and people usually like them. Let's go with that.
All right. So next question: how do you stay
Yes.
motivated as a content creator?
Um. Hmm. Question. I've just gotten into a routine. I've learned the shortcuts and learned what to do and what not to do. And it's like I said I would be committed to trying to make this full time. So I've been starting. I feel like I could do more, but I feel like at the moment I'm doing pretty good for what I feel so far. As far as keep myself motivated, there's some days that are like, you know what, I don't really want to feel like editing. I'll just do it tomorrow. And no harm, no foul. Some days I won't even post a TikTok, even if I wanted to earlier. But I always be sure to get myself back on track. And you have to keep yourself accountable. Because I feel like to continue to grow and to change and become better as you were from the day you were yesterday, you have to keep yourself grounded. You have to keep yourself in that same think of the best way to say this. To keep yourself more I got distracted on my phone. Thank you, ADHD. Basically to keep yourself basically to keep yourself once you get into habits, it's not easy to get out here and break it. But it's always also it for me, streaming has always just been fun. So for motivation, it's always naturally just high. If I'm not having fun doing a certain challenge, I will drop it, and I'm not afraid to do that. I've dropped Nuzlocke challenges that I've done before, or like a video series that I want to do on YouTube because I bring it up, and if I'm not like smiling, I'm like, okay, so I really just don't want to continue this. So let's go to something else. I'll have fun. I'll have more fun enjoying. And I'll go into this. Like, hey guys, what if I do this, but every time I lose something or like I cuss, I have to gift a sub. I was like, yeah, let's do that. That'd be fun.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, I think I gifted 15 subs that time. That was pretty rough.
That sounds rough.
That was
I would
rough.
be honest. I would go bankrupt trying to do that challenge.
It is what it is.
So I mean, having that level of motivation to, or I don't mean motivation, that level of thought to be like, I'm actually not enjoying this, let me cut it, is this is actually something a lot of people don't do. I've noticed, like, I've seen some people, especially when it came to trying to stick with the new trends, like you said. I've seen people who are playing games that they've never played before, never would touch normally, just to try to keep up with the trends, and it's very noticeable. A lot of people don't think it's as noticeable as it is, but like when Elden Ring came out, I jumped on that trend because I was like, I want to try it. I saw people on TikTok just having the time of their life playing. I was like, I want to try it. I thoroughly enjoyed that game. I want to play more of those games. But like, I had a couple of friends they were playing it, and you could see on their streams that they hated it. And like, I would talk to them like, bro, are you even enjoying this? And like, no, not really. But why do you keep playing it? It doesn't make sense to me. So like having that thought process to be able to say, hey, we're done. We're done with this. I respect that tremendously.
Thank you. Because I feel like if I wanted to do those type of games, like if I wanted to, I could go play the newest game that comes out and then play it out. I would probably try to make it fun if I wanted to. But my major fear is if I play that, I don't like it at all, and then I quit it, it burns the fuel that I have for the stuff that I do enjoy. So I don't participate in anything that I feel like I'm not going to want to commit to all the way. And if I realize halfway or even like at the start when I start something, I'm like, you know what? I feel like this would just be terrible content because I'm not having fun. So I was like, yeah, that's no point in doing this. So I just bring it to a halt. And I do apologize to my Twitch community if they like if we're doing this. I was like, hey guy, you know what? I'm not feeling this. We're just gonna go to do this thing instead. Because this was in the back burner of my plans of what we're doing, but we're just gonna do it earlier. Because why not? This sounds a lot more fun than when I continue doing this and not having fun. And usually a lot of times they have my back. And sometimes they'll make memes out of it. I was like, oh my god, when are we gonna bring back the pokey dating simulator Fuse? What the heck? I was like, I'm not playing that. We're not doing that. We're never gonna do that.
That a real thing?
No. but they can make memes of it. They can do that.
That's what Bumby is for?
Yeah, Bumby's one of the guys that makes memes. So is JTube. So is Dave. Yeah. We come for you, not for what you play. They come for me. Yeah, that's what they always say. Like, I've noticed that like when I switch over to Digimon, my viewership and all the other participants are usually about the same either way. Which is honestly, I feel like in that aspect, that is something that's kind of difficult to begin and have when you begin streaming and then when you're on the cusp of like get into a groove as a streamer is to have a community that comes out and watches you for you and not the games that you play. Because I feel like that's much more difficult to do stuff for like Fortnite or Call of Duty, some other big games out there, League of Legends. And then all of a sudden, if you're streaming like, if you go from like League of Legends and then all of a sudden you're streaming uh, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, I feel like you'd feel like an immense drop there. But if your community has your back no matter what you do, I feel like that's like an extreme thing of you as a person, which means they genuinely like you.
I agree. I think that is
Yeah.
one of the best parts about being on Twitch and doing stuff like that is the fact meeting all these new people. Like getting to meet you. I consider you a good friend now. I enjoy watching your content. I enjoy hanging out with people in your Discord. It's like stuff like that. I would never have met you if I was not streaming. And
Exactly.
I think building that community, one for yourself, but two for like in my instance, like trying to build my community as well. It's one of those like I love meeting new people and making a genuine connection with them. And that's all coming from streaming. I would never have this opportunity if it wasn't for this. And I thoroughly enjoy that factor of it.
I do too. I'm super excited to go to TwitchCon next month and meet a lot of the people that I've had the privilege of talking and streaming and playing games with ever since I started streaming, and stay at an Airbnb with them and then meet them all. So I'm very excited for that.
Jealous. Sick. That's awesome.
Yep, super excited.
All right. So next question: what would you consider to be your greatest achievement so far?
I think my greatest achievement I've achieved so far is in my first year, I went from 0 followers to 1,000 on Twitch. And I have a big contribution from starting TikTok at the same time I did Twitch. So I was able to learn both at the same time, at the same pace, and getting double coverage on 2 different platforms with the same content that I'm doing on Twitch. And I feel like that a lot, like I know some people that get about to like 4 to 500 viewers, and I think they only do Twitch. But that's in that aspect, it made me realize that to truly grow in the greatest capacity is to always take your content from one place and just spread them everywhere. And I feel like my greatest accomplishment in doing that in my first year from February 2021 to 2022, and then getting to like 1,056 was a huge achievement of me. And it was something that I didn't expect to happen because my original goal in my first year, what I had listed was to get to 400. So I blew my goal out of the water, as well as like max amount of subs. Viewership is also something important. Active chatters, challenges that I wanted to do and be sure I took out. And I feel like, especially during my first year, I knocked everything off my list and then some. And I feel like that's just something really important because it made me realize that I went and honestly accomplished a lot more than what I thought was possible when starting out in streaming. And it just gives you that sense of confidence that you're doing something right when you're trying to go into content creation.
I, that's awesome, bro.
Thank you.
To go from having your goal set at 400 to 1,000, that is huge. And the fact that, like you said, you're doing it on multiple platforms, learning it on both of them at the same time, I think that's extraordinarily beneficial. Like me personally, I did Twitch and only Twitch for like
Mhm.
6 or 8 months before I posted my first TikTok, and then I think that level helped with confidence. The fact that you started
Mhm.
that at once and that helped build you as a person, I think that's phenomenal.
Thank you.
All right, so let's jump to the next one. How important is promoting your channel, and how do you promote your channel?
So I do it on two folds. One, is TikTok. I
Mm-hmm.
throw my clips up there all the time during the week. I'm not really the biggest fan of posting in self promo channels in my friends' discords. Wasting not anymore. I tried at the start, but I didn't feel like it affected that too much. What I do all the time is always post on Twitter when I'm live, and always take and always take a photo of myself and whatever I'm wearing that day. Or if I'm in the beautiful onesie, I put one in the beautiful onesie. It's out there. Um, and then I always try, especially with the little short TikTok stuff that you do. I usually post mine 30 minutes before I go live in my story. Let people know, hey, by the way, we have a stream today. Come on by, come check it out if you want to. Um, and I always, no matter what, I put events in my Discord. So whenever I have a stream that day, it will automatically alert people in my Discord that, hey, by the way, this event starting Short2Fused is going to go live on TikTok playing Omega Ruby. That's how I promote it personally. Plus, we also have the automatic live at in my Discord, so people know that
Mm-hmm.
I'm live, so they know that I'm there. And then whenever I have like a new YouTube video, it also alerts them that hey, Short2Fused just uploaded blank. Go check it out. Um, that's how pretty much I promote it. And with that, I've gotten to where I am today. I could probably promote it a little bit better, but I'm trying to do it in a way that's I'm
Not
trying to do it in a
spammy.
way that works. Yeah, not spammy because I don't want to post in my friends' Discord only for self promo. Because a lot of the Discords that I'm currently in, I have my friend, but I feel bad because I'm also not as active in them because there's so many. I have so many people that I enjoy, but I can't like actively talk in their Discord, which makes me feel
Mm-hmm.
bad. I'll show up in their streams when I can, but I can't actively participate because I'm also trying to build my own Discord and answer all the questions that need to be answered there, especially with all this Pixelmon stuff.
I'll say
But
your Discord jumped significantly when you added Pixelmon, didn't it?
yep, I was at 250 before I even started my Pixelmon server. and I believe now we're at the cusp of 1,500.
That's huge.
Yeah.
And
That was from three. That was from 3 promo videos.
I'll say, and it's always popping off in there.
Yep. I will say that I do get tired of answering every channel. What is the server IP when I physically have Pixelmon server IP as the channel name, and then no one goes and looks at it.
Actually,
I've answered.
I would like to get into trying Pixelmon at some point, but
Yeah.
I just don't know when I'm gonna jump into that.
It's fine. It's always there. I even made a tutorial video of how to set it up myself. It's less than 2 minutes long, really underneath the IP address. So whenever you're free, watch it. They'll show you how to do it.
It looks like a lot of fun. I've watched a couple of the streams that y'all have done the Pixelmon stuff in it. It
Mhm.
looks like a lot of fun. I really think I would enjoy playing it. It's just like I said, I gotta set time to actually do it.
Well, you're also a dad, so I understand your free time's not really
Yes.
there that often.
Well, on top of that, I also have a full-time job and I work 12 hours a
Exactly.
day at that. And then I'm a
Exactly.
dad and a husband, so like it's hard for me to get free time to actually sit back and do stuff. Cuz like
Is it 12-hour shifts like 4 times a week, or do you do more than the
e-
traditional like 40, 50 hours
every day. The
every day?
the only day I don't have to work at 12 is on Mondays, and that's because I'm not allowed to come in early on Mondays cuz third shift isn't there. Tuesday through Friday, which is technically Saturday, I right. So Tuesday through my Friday, I have to come in at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I work till 3 o'clock in the evening. Friday night, which is Saturday for third shift, I technically am supposed to be there, but the supervisor on third shift is like, if you don't show up, I understand. I do try to make sure I'm there because it's just one of those. Money is always a big thing, especially with being a dad. Money is always one of the things that's on my priority list when it comes to like working and stuff. I try not to let that bleed into stream because I don't
Yeah.
want my stream to be about money, especially where I am right now. I want it to be about making connections and meeting people. And I tell everybody, you never have to sub to my channel. You never have to give me any donations. You never have to give me any bits.
Absolutely.
You giving your time to me is way more important than that. Do I wish I had people coming in here and dropping 50, 100 subs? Hell yes. I'd love that. Is it necessary? Never. You don't ever have to give me
Exactly.
$1. As long, you're giving me time by coming in here and helping me build my numbers up, and that's more than enough to me. I worry about money outside of here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Here's some Twitch problems. I'm
Yeah,
surprised.
totally hear you.
I'm surprised that notification that popped. I think I got to reset all those. My timer's stupid. But yeah, so Tuesday through Friday, guaranteed 12 hours a day.
Damn.
Saturday and Sunday, typically because of the position I work in, I don't have to work Saturdays and Sundays.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Sorry, we got a sound effect to play. But yeah, Saturday and Sunday typically I'm not forced to unless I have trucks coming in. And then they're like, "Hey, we got to have somebody." And I got out of Saturdays and Sundays for like 2 months straight. And I've recently they just told me like, "Hey, you're back on them." Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's really hard to keep everything going. Mentally, I just check myself into work. Like you said, you hit that one point and it's just like I'm at work. I do that and I try not to let work bleed into my personal life. I try to leave everything that happens at work at work. Like I'll come home, I'll bitch about it for like 15 to 20 minutes and then I leave it. That's it.
Fair.
I am up for a promotion at work, so I won't have to work 12s anymore. So
That's good.
I'm in competition with about 8 other people, and I think they're starting interviews this week or next week. So hopefully, if I get that, then I go from working the 12 hours to 8 hours, but I will have to be on third shift, which is annoying, but it's promotion and it gives me more money and more free time. So I'll take it.
Chat, if those 8 people somehow vanish, just wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Make it happen, Captain.
Somebody Somebody take some kneecaps.
It literally takes some kneecaps. Do it.
Alright.
Do it.
So moving into the next question. How important is organization to you as a content? One, from your content, and two, in your desk setup.
Desk setup question mark there. Content question mark there. Because honestly, I watch through my VOD and figure out which clips I want to use. As far as organization goes, I usually give, especially for like the more important, like the dedicated streams. Like I have a maid outfit stream coming up when my maid outfit actually gets here that I have to plan for and
That's gonna be
debate on what I
fun.
want to do for that day. I will plan that probably a month out so I give people enough and give myself enough time to promote it exclusively. But as far as everything else goes, it's kind of goes in. Like if I'm not feeling up for Pokemon one day, I may just switch Digimon to Wednesday on that week. I was like, you know what, I'll play Digimon today. As far as my desk setup goes, I have it as best as I can, but my desk is only about 40 inches or so, or for I don't know what the exact diameter of it is, but I have two monitors. I have my monitor here. I have a monitor there. I have my stream deck right here. I have my camera, and then I have my switch right here. And then I obviously have my mic behind my second monitor coming inward so I can go and adjust it where I need to or put it here. And then I have a little holder for my drinks if I want them. But I also have like clutter. Like I opened card packs today, so I have card pack sleeves everywhere as well.
Watching that today.
Yeah, because I got my box of the Pokemon Go with the Mewtwo on it, and I got this pretty boy, Whoosh,
Nice.
Charizard.
Hold on, hold on. We busting out the Charizard cards. I got one for you right here.
God. Whoosh, Charizard. He's out here doing the Lord's work.
I think
Lord Arceus.
Mine might be just a tad better because it's shiny.
Okay, yours is shiny. I've opened 3 packs. I still got 7 packs to go. Okay, I could pull one right here. I could do it. Be there. I mean, but you know, it is what it is.
So like as far as clutter goes on my desk, most of my clutter is actually cleared off because of my son. My son's gotten a lot taller, so now he can just run up and like run off with stuff. It's like really? About a week ago, I had my Switch controller right here on my desk. It was when we finished the Soul Link. Actually, we finished that, and I went and sat in the living room, was watching One Piece, and he came running in there with my controller, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And he's playing it like he knows exactly what he's doing. It's ridiculous.
Crazy.
Other than that, the only clutter that's actually on my desk, I'm actually going to show these. My wife has got me onto it's an addiction. Okay, it's these little backpack clips. I don't know if you can tell it. These are Naruto and Dragon Ball Z. These are the ones I got. I haven't completed a set of them yet. It's random, so they're like $5 each at Target.
Okay.
It's like $5 or $6. I don't remember. But it's random. It has like 8 of them in a pack, like on the back. And it'll be like, oh, you have a chance to complete the set and this. And I was like, my favorite anime is Naruto. My son's name is Jiraiya for my favorite character. She bought them because Jiraiya was in one of the packs. And she was just like, it'd be really cool to get him. And I was like, oh, all right. So she bought 4. Didn't get them. So she, like 2 days later, went back, bought 4 more. Got 2 of them. And I was just like, I got a complete set now. And I think I'm 1 away from the Naruto set. And then my second favorite anime is Demon Slayer. I was looking, I bought a couple of the random Dragon Ball Z ones because they were on clearance. I was like, all right, whatever. The next time I went there, they had the Demon Slayer ones in there. So I was like, oh, I got to get these. So I'm working on those. It's a strange addiction. I only get like 1 or 2 a day. Or not a day. A week, my bad.
1 or 2 a day.
Yeah, 1 or 2 a week. Just as
Oh
like
my
that's like
God.
my allowance money. Like, I'm gonna go get a couple of these. Funny
Fair.
thing about those, I actually give those away as well. So when I do giveaways on my channel, I always add something extra to the giveaways. And it's usually like
Oh,
a couple of those. It might be like a Pokemon pack, just like random stuff. I don't advertise it. I don't tell anybody until they get it. It's just one of those ways
okay.
to give back. It's just like one of those, like if I got 4 extras, why not give it to somebody else?
Exactly.
All right, so let's sorry, I had an aneurysm for half a second. We're back. What is something you've done in this past year, Tim, that has improved your knowledge when it comes to streaming and content creating?
I finally sat down and learned basic editing for videos.
I need that.
Yep. I took, I finally found a place, a YouTube channel that explains how to edit in a program called DaVinci Resolve. And they show just a variety of different stuff that you can do, all under 2 minutes per video.
I need to. Can you send that
And
link to me? I need to know how to do that.
it's literally, I'm like, I need, because I have ADHD, and I'm like, I can't watch a video of how to zoom in DaVinci Resolve and watch a 45-minute video. I can't do it. It's impossible. I will not do it. And, like, I found a video. It's like, oh yeah, I'll show you how to zoom in less than like a minute and 30 seconds. I'm like, what?
So
And it does. It shows me immediately what to do. I was like, oh my god, this is easy. What?
in the sense of keeping myself from editing, you have the stream pulled up, obviously. So I'm gonna switch screens for half a second. In the sense of learning how to not have to edit, let me know when you see the just chatting screen.
All right, I'm watching.
All right, so I learned, or I added this to the stream so I don't have to do that. Literally just made it to where it would zoom in by itself by press of a button. Just for the simple fact, because I was just like, I tried the editing program I had was free, and I was using it trying to learn stuff, and it became not free. So everything I learned on that specific one that my brother had sent me was just gone in the fucking wind. So I was like, I'm just gonna make it where I can press buttons and I don't have to edit things.
Yeah.
It doesn't work out that well. I need to learn to edit it.
I mean, I made it to the fact that I could influence my camera with the press of a button and not have to worry about any fancy effects. So I could always do stuff like, for instance, I could click this, and then all of a sudden I'm in a gray screen, and I have like, You're Not Really Fine, and that song is on loop playing in the background when something dies on my screen. Or, my Super Saiyan 1
I love
immediately
that.
goes in. I got blue eyes. I got the Super Saiyan 3 theme song playing in the background, on my side at least. And I got the yellow aura. And then I click on it again, it's gone. Or I could do something trolly like this, just to get a decent reaction from my chat. And then I have a cat on my head now. For whatever reason, they love this. I don't know why.
I have a content
just
creator
there.
that I met via TikTok that is on his head the entirety of the stream.
This is one of their favorite ones. Hello, how you doing today?
That and the Short2Fused. I really like that one. That was
Short2Fused is on pause until I get it fixed in OBS, because it won't let me do it anymore on my Stream Deck. I'm very sad about that.
yeah. I mean, I'm doing stuff like that is why I want to learn how to do basic editing, is so I can have that edited and then I can add it without having to go through a whole bunch of extra steps. I actually had somebody in the community who was like, "You should learn. You should put the Ultra Instinct thing around you for like you can go Super Saiyan. And I'd go Ultra Instinct." I was like, "I would love to do that. I have no fucking clue how."
Luckily, I use the stuff I use for my filters for as my camera source. So whenever I play it on there, it shows up in OBS, so I don't have to worry about it.
No, that's an extra level of smartness right there.
I am smart. I do have a huge cranium. Fun fact, I have an above average size head, so I can't wear hats.
That That's interesting. Is that why you chose the headband?
Yes.
I don't think I've ever heard of somebody having a head too big for a hat.
So the
I think that's a
average
first.
sized head is 21 to 23.5 inches circumference. And that's how usually most hats are made. My head is 26 inches. So I could try to put a hat on my head. I could extend it as far as I want to, but it'll look stupid because it'll be like here, like right here, or I put it like right here, so it's like overshadowing my face and not in the back at all. And I've tried everything I could, but I just can't make it work. But headbands work fine because they stretch.
All right. Fun fact of the day right there, everybody.
Yep. Like
All
I
right.
had to get a custom made Santa hat so I could wear a Santa hat for streaming in last December. And it fit pretty well because otherwise it wasn't gonna fit all. I got it for like 26.5 inches and it fit fine. It was the first time I actually got to wear something that wasn't a headband. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
I had so many
Yeah.
plans for stream last December, and then a tornado threw a tree on my house, and it ended every bit of that.
Oh no.
Yeah. So like the windows that are like right here behind me, there was a tree right here.
Oh god.
Yeah, it was terrible. It ruined my entire Christmas spirit. It was
Rip.
yeah. All right. Next question. Do you
Okay.
prefer to work independently or do you like doing collaborations with people? Which I feel like we kind of already answered, but I'm still going to ask it.
I mean, I've made it to the fact that I try to make everything a one-man show, but I am down for collaborations. I've done several of them in the past. I've done 4 and sometimes multiple times with the same person. But I've never really like gone out and reached out directly to people because I've always just like planned my own stuff. But people have come and asked me, "Hey, I'm doing this day. Do you want to come participate and on my channel?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?" If it's a day that I don't have already like planned that week to stream or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm kind of down for both, but I'm also like 100% down just to do whatever I've been planning. Just go with it because I always have something in the background in case this doesn't work out or I get bored of this, and then just go with that instead.
All right.
But yeah,
So in that regards, let's say me and you decided to do a soul link. If you got
Okay.
bored or tired with the soul link, would you treat it the same way you would your regular content? You'd be like, hey bro, I'm not enjoying this, let's just cut it. Or would you
hmm
in that sense, would you seek it out and just be like, listen, I'm just gonna stick through it because it's a collaboration.
if it is like if you had asked me for a collaboration, I said yes. That's me giving you my word that I'll see this through. If I ask you for a collaboration and I feel like personally I'm not enjoying it as much, I would say, hey, I'm feeling this. What do you say we just cut it and just go for there? Because I feel like if I ask you and you say yes, I don't want to waste your time if I'm not feeling it. But if I say yes to you after
Mm-hmm.
you had asked me, I'm a man of my word. I'll see it through to the end. And if I'm not having fun, I will be vocal. Say, hey, I'm not having fun with this. How about we like add a little fun element to this? Like if someone does like 500 bits, they get to release a Pokemon on each of our sides. What do you think of that? Or something crazy like that, just for the content. Because I'm a man of the content. So if I lose a Nuzlocke,
Losing in
I have
style.
content. So it's out there.
That was actually with Soul Link I just finished. We added that added a stipulation midstream. Not because we wasn't enjoying it. It was really we was talking shit to each other. And it was like, you know what, this is gonna happen. So we both do the Bean Boozled on our stream for subs
Oh,
and
that
stuff.
thing.
Yeah, so
Honestly, me and my sewing partner that I used to do Yamiko, like we will get into like tangents with each other about who's doing better than the other, like who caused so many deaths. And I remember one time that he had like completely destroyed me with that ultimate comeback, and I was in shock. She's like, "Hey Yami, I'm about to go into this battle without healing, and I'm putting out your my Deoxys in the front with like 3 HP, and it's paired with like his Kirim." I'm like, damn, dude, he used quick attack. Oh no, Deoxys is dead. and in theory, that kills Kira. But he's like, oh my god, Fuse, what do you do? It's like, Don't you ever disrespect me like that again.
So we got to talking shit about that exact thing, who had lost more pairs and whatnot.
Yeah.
So we made a rule from that day forward: when you lose a mon, you eat a bean.
Oh.
So that stream he lost 3 and had to eat 3, and he was mad. And then he started talking more shit. So he was like, "All right, at the end of this, whoever has lost the most." So like I had my notepad over all my stuff on it. I put both of our names up there, and I put tally marks every time one of us lost. And he was,
goodness.
and we agreed whoever lost had to eat 5 at the end of the Elite Four. After we beat Leon and we was done, whoever lost the most had to eat 5. And then I went in there confident because I'm like, I'm winning.
Yeah.
I was down by 1. I was like, oh yeah, this is easy. Yeah, and then I lost. And I wiped out, so I had to eat 10 beans.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was rough. So y'all know talking shit don't always work out for you. But all right, let's jump into some more questions. But yeah,
Okay.
adding that extra little aspect of fun to the streams is always, in my opinion, is always a fun thing to get for content.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so how do you feel about backseating? Because you play majority Pokemon only, it's kind of hard to backseat with that. But let's say like you're playing a new game and somebody just comes in and just instantly is backseating for the entire game.
If it's like a brand new game that I've never experienced before, I allow backseating. If it is a Pokemon game that I know I played at least once, then I usually don't do backseating, especially in randomizers, especially in the randomizers I'm doing, where I don't even identify what the opposing Pokemon's typing is or what its ability is or what's about to hit me with. You can't backseat that type of stuff, so I don't usually experience backseating in that aspect. If it comes to soul linking, like if my partner's struggling and they ask for help, I'm down to help. But I usually don't ask for help in most Pokemon games. But if it's a new game, I allow backseating because if I never experienced it before, I don't mind getting some advice because the last thing I want to do is like, well, why didn't you stop by this area? You would have gotten this awesome power up or this awesome gun and stuff. I was like, oh, well, I didn't know where to go. So
That would have been nice.
that would have been cool 3 levels ago. Yeah.
All right. So let's dive into the juicy parts of the back part of your Twitch area. Let's talk about your mods. What qualifies somebody to become a mod in your channel?
Good question. So for me, for what I look for in my mods are the ones that regularly show up in tangents, are always like, hey Fuse, how you doing? Or they DM me saying, hey Fuse, I noticed that you're doing this. What if we decide to go and do like a challenge where you do this, but if you beat it before like this time this month, you have to do this or something. People that like genuinely care about my content and give me like pitch me ideas or like, hey, I'm here to help, let me know what I can do whenever you're around, or are actively saying hey, or especially like Vex, Dave, Mudkip, and Hamster are always on top of welcoming new people in the chat because we have that first chatter box that shows up for mods and yourself now, and they're always like exclamation point socials to let me know what type of socials we're going on or promote the Discord as well. Um, People that are generally out there to assist, I definitely appreciate. Um, and some people I give like VIP or I give them modship for their continued support. Like I gave mod to one of my other mods, Max has arrived, because he was one of the first people to follow me, and he's also been constantly showing up to streams and always hypes me up. Um, that's pretty much all what I look for. I don't look for someone that immediately shows up and like gives me 10 subs and like, hey, can I have mod? I don't respond well to that because I don't give modship to people that try to buy out. If you genuinely want to support me, I appreciate you 100%. And if you're showing up to streams constantly, okay, you probably have a decent shot. But if you like throw out 5 or 10 subs and be like, hey, why aren't I a mod now? That's just a red flag to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to continue on the mod talk.
Okay.
When do you believe mods should start getting paid?
Good question. I feel like I should give rewards to mega events, and when I say mega events, I'm talking about I'm about to do a 24-hour stream, and I need to be sure that I have at least one or two people around, and I offer them like an incentive. I won't say like a certain amount. For the big streams. When I get bigger, like I'm talking about, like I have like multiple brand deals, and I have like I'd say about like 100 concurrent follow or not followers, viewers. I would suggest paying my mods like a certain amount of money every day, as long as I have that money to spend, of course, and as well as any other incentives as well. Um, that's at least how I think the ballpark should be. Because right now, with me and like a couple of others, we can handle it between the 15 to 35 ish range that I usually hit. But if I somehow got like, funnily enough, if I got rated by Pokemon, then all of a sudden my concurrent viewers shoots up to like 125, and it happens for like the next couple of weeks. I feel like then I would have to give them something back, as because we have a mod chat in my Discord. We all talk about ideas that I have or ideas that they have, and people that we kind of want to keep a suspicious eye on because they're acting me out a little bit. Um, that we always talk about. And then I always be sure to give back. Like I sometimes either give them channel point that they could go refund channel points so they can use on stream. I give them stream loot packs, which has become a big thing in my Discord now. Um, but I always try to be sure that I know that that they are very much appreciated.
That is uh, I'll be honest with you. You just answered like 3 questions at once.
Oh,
No,
I'm
no,
built different. I'm sorry.
I'm built different. Kirby, I did refund your points for that. Give me 1 second, and I will add that to the scene. That is my apologies. Copy. Sorry. So they redeemed one of my channel points, which is what Pokeball are you captured in? Which, if you want to redeem that now, I give you your points back. Um, it there's a list of random of all the Pokeballs, completely random. I usually have something funny to say to it. I honestly forgot that it wasn't on the scene. But in the sense of, and like I said, you answered like 3 of my questions. Boom! You were caught with a love ball. I think that's a love. No, that's a dream ball. Because I've been thinking about you in my dreams. I think. But yeah, so like in the sense of having the incentives and stuff, I agree with you. If you have something big coming up, being able to give them that incentive. Um, one person answered this, and it's just kind of stuck with me since they've answered it. Is I've got to be able to bring in money before I can give you money.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with that answer, and I also disagree with that answer because I do have some mods that are just outright phenomenal. Rara Lynn, I don't think she's here tonight, but usually when she's here, I call her the super mod. She's on everything. If you join the Discord, usually she's the first person to say hello to you. If you're a first time chatter, she's always on it. If I need something banned or clipped or something, she's there.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I wish I could pay her. It's just one of those financially, I'm not in the position to be able to do that. But
Understandable.
like you said, you having those incentives and whatnot, those are fucking amazing. To be able to say like, hey, I know I got these things coming up. I want to be able to help you out a little bit. So
Nice.
in that sense, what is a way you give back to your mods?
So every mod that I have has access to the channel points, and a lot of them I let them refund their channel points when they use them just to cause a little bit of chaos. So I always know that, okay, I'm always going to hit the wheel spin 3 times today because at 10K channel points, they get a free wheel spin. So boom, they're going to have that there. And then I also give them the access to uh, have additional for stream loot packs, which are special rewards that they can use on my stream at any given point to make me do a plethora of different things. Um, and then a lot of the other incentives that I practically go for is the fact that they have mod control in my Discord. and I usually only give those to the people I know 100% are trusted and have proven themselves. So if anyone is going around like saying bad words in my Discord, they have the instant power to go and ban that person, so we don't have to deal with them anymore. Um, those are practically the incentives that I mostly do, as well as uh, go out and be sure to always DM them saying, "Hey, I noticed that you haven't been talking recently. Is everything okay? If you want to talk, my DMs are always open for you." And just let them know that I'm thinking about them, make sure that they're appreciated, and that's usually what I do.
I mean, can't ask for much more than that,
Nope.
honestly. But since you've answered a majority of my questions, I will say if you could go ahead and decide on a raid while we open up the chat to questions from all of y'all.
Sure.
If y'all would like to ask either myself or Mr. Short any question at all, now is the time. I will have him find us a raid and we'll raid out to somebody. And while we're doing that, Short, I would like to ask you one final question for everything else. With hate raids coming back more on Twitch, have you set anything up on your end for if you ever get hate raided?
I have SiriBot modded in my Twitch chat. So whenever I get a hate raid, SiriBot immediately switches it to subs only, and then immediately starts to ban the people that began the hate raid.
Okay.
So I don't even have to lift a finger.
Nice. All right.
But somehow if
is...
SiriBot doesn't immediately activate, I just call their mother fat and start banning them all.
Your mom's fat. I like
You
that.
can't insult me if your mama's fat in my presence. That's how this works.
that is again speechless. I'm trying to think of something that'd be funny with that. That's just fucking hilarious.
Yo, I've made this man speechless twice. I feel accomplished. I DM'd you who I would like to raid. He is one of my mods. He is Patient Gamer Rob. He's a Pokemon Nuzlocker. He's currently doing Emerald Kaizo Ironmon.
I feel like that's really, really hard.
It's very he is on over 500 attempts.
Jesus.
It's a very hard challenge.
I was gonna say
he's determined.
One of the things I do know, if I hear Kaizo or if it's Drayano made, those are automatic stupid hard.
Right now he is on attempt 536.
Jesus. All right. So Bumby has asked him why he smells like up dog all the time.
Bumby has been trying to get me with that lame joke for like weeks, and I'm just not letting him have fun with that.
All right, and Kirube, I hope I'm saying your name right. I apologize if I'm butchering it. What is your favorite Gatorade flavor?
I don't drink Gatorade. If I did, it'd probably be whatever the red one is.
At this point, it's for fun. I think my favorite is the white one. I don't know what flavor it's technically is, but the white one. I actually saw somebody the other day drinking the cucumber Gatorade, and they said that was their favorite, and I almost just ended our friendship right then and there.
Have you seen... You probably haven't. Have you seen the picture going around on Twitter about someone making a peanut butter and pickle pie?
No.
Thank God for you. I've burned my eyes and I hate it.
I feel like that would be terrible.
It should be terrible. It should be banned. Actually, it should get sent to the death sentence. I was pretty
I will fully agree with that.
It was so terrible to watch. I also eat peanut butter. Who are you? Stop this.
It's actually really good.
Baby buddy, shame on you.
Peanut butter. All right, so there's a dude on TikTok right now where he films his mother making like dinner and stuff. I don't know if you've seen this guy. He'd be like, "Mom, what are you making?" And it'll be like, it's bad shit. She made potato salad, and it was canned diced potatoes, didn't drain the juice, straight in there, mayonnaise, like a squirt of mustard. Like I'm talking about like that's it. And then one shake of salt and one shake of pepper. And then she stirred it. And she was on the phone like, yeah, we're leaving right now. We're bringing it. And she was eating it like, this is so good. I'm like, no, no. And then she made like a peanut butter, banana, and mustard sandwich. And I was like, what are you doing?
Why mustard? Why
I don't
mustard?
I don't know. Because like he even asked, he said, what are you doing? And she was like, I've had this since I was a little kid. It's so good. And then like you would think it's like, oh, he's just making it for content. But then like he shows like another clip a few seconds later where she's not paying any attention and chowing down. And it's like, like the thing she be making could be a Bean Boozled bean. It's terrible.
That sounds disgusting, and God damn it. Okay.
Peanut butter
Okay.
banana pepper sandwich. Baby
All right,
Bunny,
before-
you're on your own for that one.
Before we rate out, I have a question for you about
Sure.
food. Anyway, since we're talking about it, what is your opinion about pineapple on pizza?
I don't care for it.
I hate it.
I don't
I hate it.
personally. So here's the thing: I love all vegetables, or almost all vegetables, and almost all fruits. Once those
Okay.
get cooked, I no longer like them. So like roast, like if you're making a roast in the crock pot, other than potatoes are the only ones that I'm okay with them being cooked.
Oh yeah.
But like people will put onions and carrots and stuff with roasts. I fucking hate it.
I'm not a fan of taking vegetables and mixing it with cheese,
Same.
because 9 out of 10 it's dominated by just cheese.
I think
Like
that's
for me for mac and cheese, I don't like overly cheesy mac and cheese. Like if I like take a spoonful and it's like dripping in just cheese, I find it unappetizing.
see, I don't mind it, but I'm also lactose intolerant, so I will suffer for it the next day.
Yeah, I feel that. I'm not lactose tolerant, because I'm a champion.
According to the doctor, my doctor said I am slightly lactose intolerant, and I do not let that stop me. I did kind of cut out shells and cheese from my diet. That I will say the biggest damper on like quick food was Hamburger Helper, because I love Hamburger Helper. But like I get done eating and it like puts this weird mucus feeling in the back of my throat. So like as soon as I get done eating, I'm like,
Yeah.
And it's like if I'm not chewing gum or have something like spearmint, I throw up. It's terrible.
Ew.
Yeah, I had that happen for like 7 years straight before I was like, okay, I should probably go to the doctors and find out what this is.
Probably, yeah.
But yeah. So before we rate out, if you have any other questions, or chat if y'all have any other questions for myself or for Mr. Short, now would be the time.
Think for now I'm good, but I'll wait for any other questions that chat would like to have.
All right.
Then we'll go give Rob an raid.
So it's 9:01. I'll give it one more minute, and we'll raid out.
Okay.
I will end this by saying, Short, I really do appreciate you doing this. Thank you for spending your day. I know it's been a long day for you because you streamed before you jumped in here for this. So I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means a great deal.
Of course, no problem. Happy to be here.
Also, if anybody did miss this and y'all would like to see it next week, it will be on YouTube next Monday. I will have it clipped up and ready. I've slacked on it last week. I didn't get it up till like Wednesday. That was my fault. It's okay. But yeah, next Monday, if anybody missed it or y'all would like to go back and rewatch it, it will be on my YouTube channel. If you can, send me your link tree or anything. Any links you would like to put in the description so they can find you.
Oh, sure.
Shoot that to me and I'll add that in the description of the video. I want to know what it would take to get you a peanut butter 35 subs. I'm going to set that really high because I don't like banana peppers and I honestly don't think it'd be good.
Your highest. You want? It's your channel.
No, you can answer that too if you want.
If to get me to do that, it'd be 50.
Y'all heard it here. Well, see, I also said I'd eat a whole can of Bean Boozled for 35. So
Have you ever thought about, like, if you're doing like a special event, maybe like even a subathon, that actually the person we're about to raid, Rob, did was he said it to, like, if they did 50 subs or reach 50 subs, that they would let chat order him a pizza and he had to eat it.
oh god, see, I don't think I could do that because I don't like peppers and onions.
He got destroyed. This man was I did not see him ever for 2 days because he was sick.
That would be rough.
He was out there. Yeah, he was getting ruined. He was getting ruined.
Yeah,
Funny, though.
I'll write that down in my notes. I'm very nervous about doing the subathon. I've considered it, but I get in my head about it.
I'm probably gonna be doing one when Scarlet Violet come out. By the way, it's looking.
Okay, I wish you could avoid that. Baby Bunny, I will tell you I'm glad that you can't because I would not enjoy that sandwich. You want to tell the people bye?
It's been a boot.
Wow. Baby Riddler, tell the people bye. Then we're going to raid out. Bye-bye. All right. He's staring like, who is this guy? I've never seen him before. But, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to raid out to Mr. Patient Gamer Rob. Again, if let me give you a shout out really quickly. I forgot. Oh. Fat fingers would work. If y'all have not checked out Mr. Short, please go check him out. He's a great guy. He's an amazing content creator, super funny. And we will be raiding out to Patient Gamer Rob, who is playing Pokemon and having a good time with that. So until next time, I will see y'all Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time with a new game. So y'all get hyped about that. Until then, thank y'all. I love y'all. Have a great night. Bye. And that is a show.
Woo!
Thank you. That was a lot of
problem.
fun.